What's going on, everybody? Popeye, Otto, J Blues. J Blues will be with us here in a few minutes. First thing I'm going to say here is Pedro and Dizzy just had their baby. I'm not going to say their name. I'll let them do that. But Pedro and Dizzy just had their baby, so congratulations, Pedro and Dizzy. Woo! All right, well, I'm going to get... Why doesn't it tell me how many people are in here on here? That's weird. It usually tells me. What's going on, Foxtail Farms? So tonight, you guys, we're just raising a little money for me to get a tool. It's nothing like disastrous or like a good cause or anything like that. I'm trying to get my woodworking company going. I'm trying to get the business on the roll. I've been on hold for a couple weeks because I'm trying to get a chessboard done for Dago, and I'm trying to get a couple other projects done. But I've been using a drum sander at the place where I buy the hardwoods, but their drum sander broke almost 3 weeks ago, and I really can't get these jobs done without this drum sander, at least not properly, and I don't want to do it if it's not right because we're talking about really expensive materials I'm using. So we're just trying to raise a little money to get me a drum sander. That's really what we're doing tonight. What's going on, Dale? Popeye, it all depends. It all depends on what kind of woods you want, how big of the chessboard you want. So M&M, we'll take M&M for example. The second one I built with the inlays, the maple and mahogany one. It has 1 3/4 inch squares overall with the frame. It's about 15 inches by 15 inches squared. And it's maple and mahogany, which are really nice woods. I would ask about $175 for that one. The one I'm making for Dago, on the other hand, is more expensive woods. We're using the maple again, but we're using African bubanga, and then we're also using wenge, which are 2 really expensive woods. And he needs 2.5 inch squares, so it's 3/4 of an inch bigger than the squares on the other 2 boards I've made. So overall, this board's going to be like 21 to 22 inches squared when it's done with the frame. So it's a much bigger board. It's more expensive woods. And it's made to order with woods that the customer requested. And so without putting Dago's business out there too much, for a board like that, I would ask somewhere around probably $600 for a board like the one I'm making for him. But for the first 2 I made, like $150 to $200 range. I'm also working on doing some cutting boards and some rolling trays and some little RGB LED lamps with some acrylic in them. I'm working on getting a bunch of other cool projects done. I'll be making some seed separators. That's actually the next project on my list after I get this chessboard done. So I got a lot of things on the line there. If you guys haven't went and subscribed to Tricky Woodworks yet, please go do that. I'll put the link to that in chat here in just a second. As soon as I get it pulled up. So here's the link to Tricky Woodworks. If you guys haven't checked this out, this is my new channel. It's dedicated just to my woodworking. So please go check out Tricky Woodworks. What kind of lights, Joe? You mean like grow lights? I am not doing that at the moment. No, I'm not. I'm just going to be building some like little lamps, basically, is what they are. But they're RGB LED lamps, and they're wood and acrylic, and they're pretty cool looking. I built the first one a couple weeks ago. Jay Blizz in chat, Chef Life, Kenny, Soiled Roots, JoJo, One Smoke Away, Midwest Outlaw, Popeye, Deo, Foxtail Farms, Otto Neves. Thank you guys all for being here. My thing down here usually tells me how many people are in the chat, but it's not doing it right now for some reason, which is pretty weird. What's up, No Till Tom? Sorry, guys. I'm just typing right now, trying to get all my little things done down here. Copy. Bang. So that's the information for when we start. It's not, and we're not really going to do an auction because it's all genetics from one person, and auctions are kind of a pain in the ass, to be completely honest. So it's really, we're just gonna be doing North Genetics packs at regular price. Nothing even special, honestly. It's just you donating for a pack of seeds to help me get a tool, basically, is what's happening. Oh, cool. Right on, Kenny. Right on. Yes, I am smoking. Oh, am I slacking on the link? Oh, shit, nuggets. I am slacking on the link. You're right. Hold on. Here I come. There you go. Oops. I was slacking on the link. So, yes, I am smoking. I actually have some Doctor Who right here that a friend sent me. This is very nice. Frosty McNuggets. So got me a nice little jar of that. It's very nice. So that's what we're smoking on tonight. Yeah, it's cold as fuck up here, Kenny. That's no joke right there. That is no joke right there. All right, sorry guys, just sending out the live link to everybody. I wish I could play some music, but you know how damn YouTube is. They want to shut everything down.
Tricky.
What up?
Can you hear me pretty good, brother?
Yeah, you're actually loud as hell.
My bad.
Oh, I got you. There we go. I got you. All right.
Okay.
I had to turn my thing down too. Shoot, just chilling, man. How about you, man?
Ah, man, you know, been downstairs working all day, trying to get some shit done down in the wood shop, and then started playing this new game, Apex Legends. I mean, talking about it. That's a pretty dope little game.
Yeah, I had a game for about almost a week now, man. I got it like the first day it came out, and I've been like hooked on it, but I had to change it up a little bit. Start playing some Fortnite back again.
Yeah, see, I couldn't get into Fortnite, but I do like the Battle Royale concept. So this game, I like the graphics on this game and the gameplay, and it's the Battle Royale gameplay. So I like it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. I love it, man. Especially, I'm a Call of Duty fan, so when Call of Duty came out and then like Battlefield Hardline hit, I was looking for another source. And then Apex Legends came out, it just like kind of took over the scene.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I've only played like 2 matches right before we jumped here into the live stream. But and I'm still horrible at it, but it's a pretty dope game, it seems like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm hella tired. Been up since fucking 3:30 this morning. Great. Gotta love it, man. Oh. Am I still pretty loud?
I turned you down. It should be pretty evened out, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to get my camera to work, and then I was like, you know what? It's not not happening. So I'm not gonna deal with it right now. It's not happening.
In the shadows.
No Till Tom, Apex Lit. Yeah, it does look tight. It's pretty dope, man. You got to play it.
Yeah, it's fun. The only one little complaint that I could have about it is you can only have a 3-man squad. I get that they do that so they can have 20 different squads in there, but
yeah, it sucks, you know. But it's all right. It's better than having a 4-man at sometimes, because sometimes you can't play. You know, if you don't have like a full 4-man squad, is basically like 2 against 4 or something like that. So I get why they did it, you know.
Yeah.
It's just it reminds me of PUBG a little bit, because you can't really see shit that great because everything just kind of meshes together.
I haven't really played PUBG. I've never played PUBG.
I played PUBG once, and I couldn't see shit. I'm getting shot at from everywhere. Nope, I left. Never went back again.
Yeah, it seems like you need to find a sniper rifle in this game.
Yeah. Well,
I just had a pretty nice one, but I still got killed. I've got 1 kill so far.
I usually run around with a shotgun, so I'm usually like an up close in your face kind of person. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I am too, which is why I normally play Gears of War, because that's just one of them games where you're just constantly in somebody's face.
Yeah. No, Popeye, I cannot make the camera angle wider. I'm sorry, I cannot play on stretch res. I can't do it.
So back to the subject real quick, guys. We really only need like 12 packs, and that would be enough for me to get my sander. I know this isn't really important to you guys, but I'm really trying to get this business going, and this piece of equipment will really help me a lot.
And you know, I'm all about giving to the homie. So when I heard it, I had to do it. So I was like, you know what? Let me do it. If people are wanting to buy some packs or anything, let's get Tricky his sander, man.
Yeah, so, you know, Blizz is just donating all these packs out of the goodness of his heart to help me get the sander. So you guys getting packs out of the goodness of your heart to help me get sander too. But the shop's been going really good down there. I've been having a lot of fun. I've got quite a few projects done already. We've got a few videos on the new channel so far. I've been trying to put one up every other day or so. I got a new one coming out tomorrow. I have these cool little emblems I had made that I'll be putting a video up on the new channel for. But I can show you a quick little picture of them. They're pretty dope. So I had this guy 3D print these for me, and I'm going to inlay them into the boards.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so they're little 3D printed 2-inch diameter discs. They're 1/4 inch thick, and I'm going to cut holes into the boards to inlay them in and then put fucking clear coat over them.
And I've been looking for mine.
So they're gonna be, here's another picture. So 3D printing them, they come out all one color. So I actually have to hand paint them.
That's still dope though, man.
Yeah, they're super fucking cool. I really like them.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that. That looks nice as hell.
Yeah, they're really cool. I'm super stoked on them. And then everything's on different levels, too, to make it easier for me to paint and to give it some depth. Like the tree trunk is the closest to the base, and then the leaves are a little higher up, and then the text is even higher up. So it has 3 different levels.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Give a nice little 3D effect.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I don't want to say your name in chat because your real name's on here. But thank you for the $10 donation towards the drum sander. Whoever put that in, I actually don't even know who your name is in chat, but thank you. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Oh, is that my wife? Tell her I said hi. I'm just playing. I'm just jiving. Hello there, wifey.
Hi.
No, you can't see me. I'm sorry. I'm nude right now.
I take it was Midwest Outlaw. Thank you, Midwest Outlaw. And I'm also going to be doing a couple other cool things on the channel. I'm going to be doing a couple of good giveaways on the new channel soon. As soon as I get this sander and get these couple projects knocked out that I have lined up waiting to get done, I'm going to build some little stash boxes with the Tricky Woodworks logo on them. And I'm going to use them as giveaways on the new channel. So I'll be doing some cool giveaways over there too somewhere in the near future.
But hell yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Tricky's new woodworking channel, it's pretty dope. You know, you get to watch him grow on his new channel besides actually growing cannabis or anything like that. It's another way, another form of growing. You know what I mean?
And it's all about the art and the craftsmanship, you know, and learning. It's a new venture for me, something I'm new to, but I love learning new shit. And I think, I think learning new things is fun and is good for your brain. And it's like when I got the first chessboard done and I sat down and looked at it, I was like, holy shit, I made that? Wow, that's pretty dope. And it makes you want to keep doing it. It's a nice sense of accomplishment.
It's always pretty dope when it comes to creating something with your hands and then looking at the final result. It's like, wow, I put all that shit together and it came out pretty nice. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It's always a good thing.
And there's a couple other YouTubers that I've been watching that have really been inspiring me to do it. One of them's called Woodwork Web, this older dude named Colin Connect that just makes a bunch of cool stuff. And then another one's called Bobby Duke Arts. The dude's a genius. And then another one's called Nick Zametti, and that dude's a genius too. And they're all woodworkers, and they all just make really awesome, creative stuff.
That's always pretty dope, man.
So I've been watching the shit out of those three guys' channels lately, and a couple other channels, but mainly those three.
Then you're going to see something that's in there that you can't do because it's just like, Jesus, I don't have a sander.
Well, the one thing that those three guys do a lot of that I definitely can't do right now is they do a lot of turning, which is making stuff on a lathe. Making like bowls and pins and vases and all kinds of cool shit on a lathe. And if I don't know how to use a lathe, and of course I don't have one. But it's really cool. I would totally be into learning how to do it.
I'm probably gonna like kill this person's name, but I think his name is Dio81. Deo. He's asking how much the packs are. The packs are $75, and right now we have Smurfzilla, Moneyberries, Space Dust, Space Assassin, Mickey Berries. I got pretty much whatever's on the line right now. Shoot, I can't think. I forgot what I had ready, but pretty much anything, man. I think Tricky has a list.
I'm trying to get it up, but my damn Instagram isn't working. You sent it to me on Instagram.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought I sent it to you. Did I send it to you on Instagram?
Oh, no. It might work now.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with Space Dust. Beyond Dreams is...
I know you did send it to me on Hangouts, huh?
Yeah, I did. Beyond Dreams is just one of those things that we're holding out on right now until we get a established payment plan for our own company. No, I'm not Brookfielder. Port Hydro. It's all one company. It's three of us. I know everybody's been waiting on that Beyond Dream though. I know. We just gotta hold out a little bit longer on it until we can get an established payment option and try to hit up some of these cups.
All right, so far I have Smurf, Moneyberry, Space Dust, Space Assassin, Space Ace, Solar Flare. That's all that was in the message.
Yeah, Brookfielder's still with us, Fort. He's just doing his thing up there in Canada.
And you normally have 12 in a pack, right?
11.
11. But we don't not know that for sure either. You're right. What if the future is locked in and we aren't destined to be friends forever? To the Futuretron! The Futuretron is an app that I've been working on that uses meta.
All right, so here's the list.
Futuretron 6,000. Hurry up, turn this on and put that in there and
A big giant spider.
And here's the PayPal info. And then, so if you get a pack, the PayPal and my email are the same email address there. So when you get a pack, do your donation, send it friends and family, so I don't get an extra charge, and then email me your shipping information to that email address. And then I'll get all the shipping information to Jay Blizz, and he'll get them all shipped out.
And all packs will go out by Saturday this week. And if I get the information earlier from Tricky, it'll go out earlier. But I just want to give him some time where he's not rushing things and, you know, getting whatever out. But as soon as I get the addresses, they'll start going out the next day.
All right, so yeah, we got Smurfzilla, Moneyberry, Space Dust, Space Assassin, Space Ace, and Solar Flare. 11 seeds per pack, $75 per pack. And there's my Herbal Threads at Gmail. There's the email and the PayPal information. So any little bit we get helps toward getting this thing. And again, I'd really appreciate it, guys. It's something that's really I would normally just go buy it myself, but I spent all my money on all the other stuff I have down there already. The table saw and the dual drum and disc sander and the chop saw and the router bits and chisels and lumber and so it's all stuff I've already came out of my own pocket on trying to get this going, and it's ate up all my money. But I just need like this one last thing.
Hey, you know, and we're always here to help. I'm sorry I'm a little bit like not here. I'm kind of doing other things while I'm doing this live stream with you guys. But you know, anything to help, you know, my man's out over here. That's what I'm down for. You know what I mean? You guys, if you guys know that we're a giving company, and we you know, I jumped on Tricky's show many a times and just gave shit away.
Many times. to the panel and to the audience.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's like, you know, whatever helps a good cause. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm about. And
then we've had auctions to raise money for good causes. You know, we did the Northwest, or we did the fire relief thing that kind of went a little fucking sideways. And then we did the puzzle piece auction for Northwest Families for Autism, and we did really good on that. That went really nice.
So I'm gonna throw it out there, but if we don't hit our goal, we're gonna keep at it, Tricky.
All right,
we're gonna keep at it because we got to get Tricky his goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I'm gonna take time out of my day to help Tricky get what he needs to get.
Well, it looks like we're running a little slow tonight. But, you know, what can you do? It's what day? What day is
it's today? Monday, my dude.
Is it Monday? Yeah, Monday's not a good day.
Hey, you the one that wanted to start it on a Monday. You could have advertised it for a couple days or so.
I know. Like you say, maybe today will just be advertisement for the next one.
Yeah. Simon McStabwood, go to northgenetics.com and sign up for the mailing list. And as soon as we do any drops, they're gonna hear from there first.
I'm just anxious to get this thing and get these jobs done because I've had this board for Dago halfway completed for damn near 3 weeks now, and I haven't been able to do anything to it. It's driving me nuts. Anyway,
I believe it.
cheers, everybody. What's everybody smoking on? Smoking on some of this Doctor Who. Out of my jinx-proof piece. What you smoking on?
Hey, you already know. You know what I'm smoking on. I'm smoking on a little bit of nothing right now because I'm in a house full of kids.
Damn children's.
I know, right? But you know, you got to do the daddy thing too. You know what I'm saying? And family's always first, though. But I am high as a kite right now. Off some, I had found a freaking like a quarter ounce of fucking some diesel, and I was like, what? Where does this come from? I just found it in my little stash box. And I was like,
Nice.
Okay. All right. Who got NorCal genetics? Nobody.
We got North Genetics.
Who got North genetics, Jason? Jason's finally free.
Well, that's good. I'm free too, Jason.
Oh man. So shit, let's talk about whatever. We can talk about growing if y'all want to talk about growing too. Just help a brother out by donating a pack of seeds.
Yeah, and on the growing topic, so as most of you guys know, I'm in Missouri now, and we just passed bills for medical in November. But of course, it takes time for everything to get passed through and for applications to start being processed and all that kind of good stuff. So at whatever point it becomes applicable for me to be able to get a license here and start growing again, we'll start growing again. I'm just waiting to do it legally where I'm at. Because, why not? It's on the cusp. There's no reason to take extra risks for no reason. So I'm just going to wait for the next 8 months or however long it takes until I can get a medical card here, and then we'll be rolling again. So we haven't gave up. We're just on a little hiatus.
You can't remember your own password?
That's never giving up, man. That's just putting things on hold right now until shit goes the way that you want it to go.
Yeah.
Because why mess something up, when it's that close to becoming medical and recreational, when it's that close, why mess something up where you just can't grow ever again? You'll always be underground.
Right.
And
there's a lot of experts out there now saying that we might be legalized across the board by the end of the year, because if you really look at the situation right now, hemp just got legalized across the board. And if you really look at it, that means cannabis is legal. It's just the plants with low THC right now that are legal. So we're not even talking about getting the plant legalized anymore. We're just talking about getting the potency of the plant legalized at this point. Because the plant is legal. Hemp is legal now. So the plant is legal. We just need to get the potency legal. Yeah, Jason seems a little sensitive, Mass. It's all right. He's new to the channel, I guess.
I guess he's not finally free then, because he thinks I'm trolling the chat.
Yeah, well,
Well, I have to read the freaking chat to know what people are talking about. I mean, it's not like you guys can talk back to me. Shoot, I got to read what I got to read. I'm sorry that you don't like my answers. Ooh, some grape kush. I haven't had grape kush in so long. Holy shit.
I'd like to have some RKS, man.
Dude, remember how the other day I was telling you I had some OG 18?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was I need to get some more of that. I need to go grow some more of that.
Pinches putos, oro.
I see you too, puto.
Oh no, he's trolling my chat.
Watch out.
He called me a puto.
Oh man, where's everybody else at?
You know what? I think it's just a Monday thing. It's a Monday. Nobody wants to do shit on Monday.
Of course. Heard number 18 is good.
Someone should go say something. Agreed.
Yeah, but some RKS would be nice. Some real sour D would be nice.
That is so true.
High hopes. You know, I still have to do my research a little more. I haven't got super in depth into it yet. I've been kind of slacking because I've been putting all my time and effort into the Tricky Woodworks thing the last couple months. So I've been slacking on other stuff. So I can't really give an educated opinion on the laws here yet and how they're going to be. So I got to read up on it some more. I just know that we passed. I think it's supposed to be 6 plants, 3 and 3. And I think it's supposed to be a pretty good spread of conditions. But other than that, I don't know a whole lot about it. But I think Michigan and Illinois are like in a race to see which state can legalize full rec first. Or did Michigan already do full rec? I know Illinois is trying to get full rec too.
I'm not sure if they want full rec yet. I'm not sure. I haven't been looking at other states in a while because I've just been stuck in these greenhouses and stuff like that. So it's like it's been literally taking like 90% of my time getting these greenhouses up and going. And
Michigan went full rec already. Okay. Well, you know, I think everybody has thought that the Midwest would be the hardest area to crumble because we're in the Bible Belt. So seeing the Midwest starting to fall in line is really just going to make it even easier for everybody else to fall in line.
You know, I'm kind of like on the bridges of wanting everything to go 100% legal and wanting everything to stay where it's at, like with the medical thing. You know what I mean? Because I just have a feeling that big pharmaceuticals are going to come in here and just mess it up for everybody. You know, I want everything to be free and good, but
here's the difference with cannabis and pharmaceuticals, though, is when you go to get your Xanax or your Valium or your Darvocet or your Percocet or your opiates, there's no way for you to produce those yourself, so you have to get them from Pharma. You can produce your own cannabis, so people are not going to be forced to go to Pharma to get cannabis.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is okay, these big pharmaceutical companies have billions upon billions of dollars that can pretty much say, hey, let me throw $1 billion at this place over here and say, yeah, nobody in this state can grow anymore. They have to come buy the cannabis from us, which that's what we don't want. You know what I mean? We don't want to be stuck buying cannabis from anybody but ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it'll never happen because it'll just go back to everybody being underground.
Exactly. But
what up, Pixel?
It's the same thing with liquor. You know what I mean? Like you can make beer, you can make wine, but as soon as you turn it into spirits, it goes to hell because they're not getting their taxes from whatever that they're doing. You know what I mean? So I'm still on the fence. Like I want it to be fully legal, but then I don't want it to be fully legal because then big pharma and shit like that is going to jump in and fuck shit up. Look at what's happening in Canada right now. They literally the whole country went fully legal, fully everything. And what did big pharma start doing? Start throwing money at these politicians to get laws changed in their favor. So people can't grow at home anymore. They can't produce their own medicine anymore. They can't do this. They can't do that. It sucks. You know, it sucks. It really does. So I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just gonna have to wait and play the game and see how it goes out.
Oh yeah, and as soon as big pharma gets their fingers into it, you know, you make some liquor or whatever like that, you get fucking like 5 years in prison for making a gallon of liquor.
Oh shit, we got Underrated in the house. If y'all don't know about Underrated, that's the homie. Go check out Underrated World. blackmarketsmatter.net. Check them out on IG. Underrated. What's up, homie? What you doing? Yeah, if y'all don't know about Underrated, y'all need to find out. Check out that Black Markets Matter. Yeah, I'm sure you do know what the stream's about. So me and Underrated talk a lot, like almost on a daily basis. So he's been hearing me bitch about needing a sander for a while.
Hey. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just on the fence about a lot of shit. So I just kind of mind my own shit and stay in my own lane and don't worry about everybody else. Except for the homies. Except for the homies. You know what I mean?
So the subject that we were just talking about, what he just came in on. So he just wrote an entire album about this called Black Markets Matter, him and Garth Vader. And I think he's got a couple other people on there. But yeah, he literally is in the midst of finishing his entire album on this exact subject about the laws coming in, the legal laws coming in, and how it's fucking up the game, and how it's affecting the people that have been living up in Humboldt forever, and all kinds of other shit. So, they've got the single out, the video, Black Markets Matter, so you can see that on YouTube. But he's getting ready to drop the entire album, and it's literally on this subject.
Wow. Tells you where I'm at. No, I'm just fucking around.
So yeah, he's not happy with the way the tides are going right now at all.
I mean, who is? Who is? I mean, besides the people who don't have anything that just wanted to go like fully whatever, and they're not all into the laws. You know what I'm saying? Of how things work. You know, just like people wanted to go recreational. Look what happened to recreational shops. Look what happened to the medical shops. You know what I mean? When recreational hit.
Yeah.
Medical shops had to shut down because recreational hit, and they're forced to go recreational instead of just staying medical. You know, and you can't buy this, you can't buy that, you can't buy this. You can only have this amount on you. That's stupid. It's stupid.
You get back home, you can jump on if you want, dog. Out there walking breezy. Yeah, and I just watched a documentary. It's called Murder Mountain, and it's all about this mountain in Humboldt that supposedly is infamous for being an illegal grow area where a bunch of people get killed and shit.
What? I'm trying to look it up right now. Like what?
Yeah,
what?
It's on Netflix. Murder Mountain.
Oh, it's on Netflix. I
I knew he was gonna say that. He says, "Fuck that movie."
Oh, what? Huh?
Underrated. So it's a movie. So he lives up there. He lives in that general vicinity. He lives in Humboldt. And
Humboldt is a fucked up city anyway.
He's gonna fuck you up.
Hey, I'm from Cali too, so shit. I don't give a fuck. That place is real.
Yeah, he said he's so basically what his issue is with it is they're trying to make it seem like all of Humboldt is like Murder Mountain, but it's a singularity in the area is basically his point. But it's true what they say about that mountain is a lot of people go up there a lot of immigrants go up there and go missing, and there's like gangs up there with grow spots and cartels up there with grow spots. But his issue is they did in the documentary, they made it seem like it was all, and Humboldt's fucking huge. It's not like Humboldt's massive.
Yeah.
So when you say one place and you try to make it seem like all of Humboldt is like that, that's where he's getting pissed off.
That's like me being out in Massachusetts, right? And then I tell people like, yeah, I'm from California. They're like, oh, do you know this part of California? No. You know, why don't you? You're from California because California is like the whole fucking West Coast.
Do you not realize it's damn near the entire coastline of the west side of the country? It's like
shit. Like I don't know if there's probably 1 million cities in California. I don't know every single one of them. I'm from Northern California. I don't know, something that's happening in Southern California. I don't fucking know shit. Oh, damn. But yeah, I've been to Humboldt a few times.
How what was you talking about? How what? My dad, a non-cannabis user, told me that he loved that Murder Mountain documentary. Look, it was informative, and like no documentary is ever going to get everything 100% right. But I found it informative. I'll send you a link on Hangouts.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of documentaries that's very informative, but they only want you to know what they want you to know, and they want you to get whatever you can get out of it, but not see the whole story behind everything. But that's the way documentaries are. That's the way that a lot of these companies kind of blur your vision or your mind from seeing the actual truth unless you've been there. Because a lot of people are not leaving their city, to go check out these places. A lot of people aren't traveling to go see what actually is really going on there, are reaching out to people who actually live there. So you don't know. So all you know is what they're putting on a film. And some of the stuff is probably correct, but a lot of it is not. A lot of it is just misinterpreted.
Yeah. A lot of it's going to be perspective from the filmer or the producer of the documentary or the people they're talking to. You're not everything. Point of documentary is to get a good idea of what's going on. You can't take it all to heart.
Well, yeah, that's just like I watched the documentary when they were trying to say like, oh, the Bloods and Crips are taking over Oakland, California. And I looked at him. I was like, what?
1986?
I was like, what? I was like, Bloods and Crips in Oakland? What? We don't even have that shit. You would get killed over there for some shit like that. We got Mexican Mafia. We had the BGF. And we had fucking what was it? I forgot the other one. But that was pretty much it. Everybody else there, no. You go to Hayward, San Leandro, some cracker ass town somewhere, you know what I mean? And that's where you're gonna get your Bloods and Crips at. But the Mexican Mafia was not having it. You got sets in Oakland. You got turfs. You got little spots where everybody just whatever. But nah, I don't know. It's weird. Damn, this is a crazy Monday. This is a crazy Monday. Tricky, we're gonna be doing this shit every day, bro.
I guess so.
We're gonna be doing this shit every day. I'm looking up Missouri laws right now.
All right. Well, I don't think there's anybody new in here, but you guys. So I sent it to you on Hangouts, but I guess I can email it to you. But here's the list of available genetics, you guys. $75 a pack, 11 seeds per pack. This is my email and my PayPal information. If you are interested in one of those packs, just donate $75 to the PayPal and then email me your shipping information and which pack that you want. And I get it to Jay Blizz and he gets it out to me. What's going on, Reels Tanks? I think I know who that is.
Underrated, you do have Hangouts if you have a Gmail email account.
Yeah. I mean, I have you on Hangouts. I just sent you the link on Hangouts. It's Underrated World. But yeah, I can email it to you.
If you have an email account with Google, you have a Hangouts.
You've been on the show before through Hangouts when you came on the Resistance.
Hey, we're just trying to help you out.
This fucking stoner over here.
Real Stank, yeah, Space Assassin was awesome, man. I love that strain. That's like one of my favorite strains besides Smurfzilla. Yes, my little tint, they're regular beans.
Well, I just emailed it to you. How do you not have it anymore? Would you delete it?
No, I need you to refresh my polarity.
Oh my god!
I'm a magnet. Look at
You always have it. You can never delete it. You can delete the app, but you're not deleting Hangouts unless you delete your email.
And once again, if any of you guys haven't subscribed to Tricky Woodworks, there's a link for that. Go over there and show me some love. I've only got like 50 subs over there so far. So trying to get some subscribers built up over there. I'll be doing some giveaways there in the near future as soon as I get the projects done. And I'm really going to be focused on that channel for a little while here. So show me some love over there.
And I'm going to be popping in just to say hello to them. And maybe giving out some free genetics over there too.
Hello, Clarice. Hello, Clarice.
You belong wherever you want. Yes, I'm very, very intelligent. But they treated me.
Who are you talking to, Trent?
I was just thinking that right now. Like, which one? Willing to be on panels or on other channels? Depends on the channel and the panel.
Yeah, I mean, we've both been on panels on other channels, so. I mean, yeah, like Jabla said, it depends on the panel and the channel. But yeah, I mean, I've been on plenty of other channels. I helped start the Grow Tube Roundtable. I helped start Sub School's Weed Nerd live stream. So I've been on quite a few other things. Underrated.
I muted him right quick because it's like a lot of backfeed.
He's windy.
Unmute yourself.
What up, Alvy for life? Thank you.
Underrated. Unmute yourself.
You gotta unmute yourself. Thank you, Alvy. Yeah, little Ted.
There you go.
Give me some more information about it, and we can see what's up. What up, dog?
What's happening?
I still can't hear him. Oh, he's turned down now. Here we go.
Hey,
there we go. There we
you hear
go.
me?
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Underrated. There's Breezy. What up, Breezy?
What's up? We just got home. What's going on? I came on and I heard you saying, or someone there saying, man, these laws suck balls. And I was like, oh, I popped on at the right time.
Yeah, spit your game.
I mean, you've been spitting it, man. It is what it is. It's just, you know what the worst part about it is me and Garth been talking. It is that you got to think back 3 years ago, everyone was black market, right? If you were involved, you were black market, right? Unless you were in Colorado.
Yep.
But now they want to have these laws and shit. And what it does is it only allows the rich people to be able to do it, right? And then all the people that were involved, it just divided everybody. So now everyone's fighting. And what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, I got some weird ass thing. Anyways, the whole thing is fucked up because they figured out a way to divide everybody. That's really the problem, you know? It's like it's not black market and legal people against the government, against the laws. It's black market versus legal people, and then all the people making the laws are winning. Because they're like, yo, all legal people turn in all the black market people. And they're like, fuck yeah, they don't gotta jump through all these hoops, and they're getting away like bandits. Fuck that, and everyone's fighting.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why I was like, you know, I wanted to go legal, but I don't want it to go legal because as soon as they change the laws to make it legal, you know, all these big pharmaceutical companies, Monsanto, Bayer, is all going to jump in there and say, hey, let's screw everybody over, and they have to buy our GMO products because Monsanto literally told every freaking farmer in the world that you're going to buy our shit, and they sue other farmers for growing some kind of seeds. You know, that they created a GMO product and they put a patent on, and now they want to sue the next farmer because their seed migrated into their farm. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that.
You know what I heard about 3 or 4 days ago? I don't know if this is how true this is, but I heard they're going to pass a law, or they just passed a law that says there's a certain THC level in weed. It cannot be in a dispensary if it's above a certain percent. So they're getting rid of the high quality. So I think they're trying to get rid of the high quality so they can just put their bullshit in there, and that's all you're allowed to buy.
Yeah, because their bullshit is only going to reach a certain level because it's all, you know, GMO and manufactured to grow a certain way and a certain whatever. And you can put this pesticide and that pesticide on it, and it just kind of ruins the whole market. I heard about that law too. I actually heard about that. Like, they're trying to make a law for that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. The whole thing's crazy. The thing is that we all wanted it legal. It sounds good. The legal word is great. Like, it makes sense because we know that weed is not a bad thing. It's put on this earth for a good reason. And it's just so fucked up now because of the laws. They just came in and took it. It's normal business. But it's just, I always think it's worse than normal business because it's so new and everybody wants to be involved. So they just make it as bad as possible until you want to pull your hair out. And then they'll be like, all right, well, there's actually someone waiting behind you with the application. If you don't want to agree to this, fuck you. Just don't do it then. You know, we have plenty of people that want to do this.
And that person behind them is going to be the person that they put in there to grow everything that they want them to grow. It's going to ruin it. It's going to ruin everything else for everybody.
100, man.
You in here because
it's anything you could think of, bro. It's anything you could possibly do that a business is going to do. They're going to do it, and that's how it works. So it's all bad. The shittiest part to me is that when some people who do go legal, they start shitting on black market people. Like, why are you complaining? You just need to adapt. And it's like, bro, I understand your point. I'm not hating on you if you want to go legal. That's cool. Like, that's tight. Good for you. If you can handle it, jump through their hoops and make it work for you. Awesome. But don't be like, yo, fuck you. Don't complain about all the shit. You need to just figure it out, motherfucker. That's where I kind of get like, come on, man. And that's how a lot of people are. And that's
I got a question for you. Yeah. It's a good one. Like, what's the alternative, man? Because, like, and I snuck in here. Sorry, Tricky, you left the live link there. I had to.
No,
but
you're good.
Man, like when we're talking about this, and you know, I get your perspective. I understand it. But on the flip side of that, like, it's still remaining illegal is the only alternative for some people. Like, you know, I'm allegedly a black market dude, and I would love it to be legal just so that, like, the fucking cops don't come busting my door, man. Like, that's the difference for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if Monsanto's got a patent on some fucking strain, well, I just won't grow that strain. That's fine with me. And cannabis lineage is tracked better than fucking any other plant I can think of at the moment. Like, people are passionate about tracking that lineage. So,
but think of it this way,
knowing what you're growing isn't really an issue.
No, I mean, you said what's the alternative to it being legal the way that it is? That's what you're saying? That's a question?
Yeah, well, you know what you're saying, like, with them making all these laws, and they're gonna be stacking extra regulations on top of stuff, you know, and they're weeding out a lot of people in the process, and maybe it's not intentional, but it is like, it's part of the growing pains of the industry in the legal areas and in the states that are pioneering shit like that. Like, they're coming out with regulations that are ridiculous and that aren't even going to be around in 6 months because they're, like, figuring shit out. You know what I mean? Right. Like, they're kind of testing the waters with some of this stuff, and, like, with what you're saying, I haven't heard of the making certain strains illegal if they test too high, but I have heard of them being taxed differently. You know, like, regs are going to be taxed differently than, like, your high grade or your best stuff.
Yeah, well,
because it tests more potent.
I'm basically just saying that the Prop 64 in California was just designed for the bigger person with more money and the corporations. I mean, that's just what it is. So it
Yeah, but if
passed
it
because what's
becomes
that?
federally, if it goes federally legal, that's going to be everywhere. Okay, like then
Right.
the banks are going to be in it, the big pharma is going to be in it, big
Mm-hmm.
agriculture is going to be in it. Everyone, it's going to be a mad race as soon as it's federally legal because the banks are going to open up and people are going to be able to trade stuff. You're going to have a stock market for it. I can't wait to buy some cannabis stocks, man.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I mean, and it's,
Yeah.
uh,
I actually got
I
into one.
understand. Like I was trying to say, I understand your perspective on like how there's a lot of people out there who kept shit alive. Kept that industry alive and put in the fucking work over the decades to keep
Right.
these strains alive and stuff like this. And it's like everyone else is just gonna come in and scoop up the profits of all that hard work. But
Uh-huh.
it's like that's how succession is, man,
Yeah.
and that's how things become mainstream.
Totally. Totally.
I don't like it either, but I like the fact of it being legal over it being illegal because then the fucking law is trying to bust in my door and over a plant.
Well, where were you? Where do you live at?
Midwest.
Midwest. Yeah. So, see, you're talking from a perspective of it being illegal forever. So I'm talking from a perspective of when you're in California, especially where I'm at in the Emerald Triangle, is like it's a way of life. It's 50% of people pretty much grow weed. That's how they live before the laws came in. We had medical in the 90s. Like we've been living this already. So for them to come in and say, all right, now it's legal, nothing's changing in our lifestyle except for they're just telling us you can't live like you lived before. So it's completely different than if you're in the Midwest and you have this isn't going on. You feel me? So
Yeah,
it's
but that's still a minority of people, though. You're talking about one area of people that have survived
I'm,
off this
I'm
farming method for decades, versus
for
like
sure.
what I'm talking about is the whole country, man. I want the whole
Yeah.
country to be legal,
Hey,
and that's going to
I'm
mean
for it.
Monsanto and all those big evil corporations coming in, and I don't
I'm
like it.
for it, bro. I'm for it, bro. All I'm saying is that the way that it became legal is all fucked up. Like I want it to be legal. That would be great. Everyone
Yeah,
wants it
well, the
legal.
way that it became illegal is totally fucked too.
There
Like
you go.
what
There
it
you go. We
was
got
like what a fucking took Anslinger like 5 minutes to convince the Supreme Court, and then it
to
was just a fucking snowballed from there.
There you go, bro. It's the same exact concept in reverse. It's the same exact. Now they're like, all right, cool. Now we can make money. Now we're going to switch it exactly and pull the wool over everyone's eyes again. It's exactly the same thing, like you're saying. It's just now they're switching it around to make money the other way.
Yep.
So all I'm saying is that I'm not saying I want it to be illegal and in a selfish manner of fuck everybody. I'm saying it can be legal in the right way, but because it's a new industry and everyone wants to get into it, they can do whatever the fuck they want. I compare it to like when you go on tour. People want to go on tour because they think it's so cool. They're like, yeah, I want to go. A lot of people. I want to go on tour. I want to party. I want to do the things. So you could get a roadie to come on tour with you for free because they think it's cool. It's the same concept. They're getting everyone who wants to jump in the weed game to do it for pennies or to basically take everything from them because they're going to do it. And there's people who want to do it and they're pulling the wool over everyone's eyes in the process. Yes, legal is great. I agree. I don't want anyone banging your door down either. I'm just saying this shit, the way they're doing it is fucked beyond normal fucked. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, it's
no
just that
one,
trial by fire period, though, man. And you guys being the pioneers out there, because like you said, you've been doing it before it was even legal. Like you guys have been making a living off of that, and they're just going to be throwing all these layers of regulations to try to try to squash people. That's what it is, and it's like well, we're gonna make it so that everyone has to fucking build their own lab to independently test their strains before releasing it to the public. It's like, you cocksuckers, this is one of the safest products you can fucking ingest, and you want to treat it like it's nuclear.
there's a county in California that this crazy shit happened where the amount of money you have to pay to even get an application, to even register, to even put it on the right like type of land that you have, plus the water, plus everything got to be set up. Plus you got to go to these places to get video cameras. Like there's so many layers of shit you got to do to even do it. Almost everyone can't do it or afford it at all. You have to have.
I've seen people selling their license for like 650 grand, and that's just the
we're
license.
gonna have
That's
to
not
look at
the
this,
property,
too.
the facility.
Dude,
You know, that's nothing to go with it.
It's over 100 grand to even think about wanting to do it from everyone I've talked to. And there's a county in California where they had people come and pay all that money for their application registration, go through all the stuff because they thought it was going to pass. And then it didn't pass in that county to become legal. And they didn't give the people their money back. That's how crazy the shit is. This shit is on a different level of crazy, man. Everyone who's trying to do shit who does go legal, even if you grow so much weed, like if you look at the stats, California grew 13 million pounds of weed last year. They sold 2 million. Where did the other 11 million go? Probably to other states, but probably half of it didn't even get sold and they had to throw that shit away. It's a crazy level of, why don't you spend your whole year working hella hard and then we'll tell you if we're going to take your weed or not. That's how it is. It's on a different level of fuck you.
Oh
So
yeah, they totally fucked this company from out there.
I'm guessing something here too, though. I'm going to say within the next 10 years, growing outdoor cannabis isn't even going to be an option anymore because there's going to be so much hemp everywhere in the next 10 years that if you try to grow some shit outdoor, it's going to be steep. It's already happening in Colorado. Everybody that I know and grows in Colorado, there's a hemp farm within 30 miles of their grow, and everybody's getting seeded already. So within 10 years, I don't think you're going to be able to grow outside.
Yeah, who knows, man? That could be. The whole hemp thing is like, to me, I could be wrong because I don't know all of it at all, you know, but I'm just saying from watching how business works and watching how they fuck the whole cannabis shit. Once the hemp went legal or whatever they're trying to say now, it's the same concept as you were talking before in the past when they said, hey, hemp's illegal because of all these things. And they didn't even know and understand that they thought it was like really, you know, marijuana that would get you high. And they're like, nah, you can't, that's illegal now. For all these years, everyone knew that the whole time. And now it's finally becoming legal now. And now why? Is it becoming legal now because they have shit ready so they can make all the money off the hemp too? Probably.
Well, in 2014, they passed a federal agriculture bill that allowed hemp production as long as there's less than 0.3% THC. So it's been around for a few years. That's why you've been able to buy stuff like CBD oil and shit like that on Amazon for a while now. Like what's
the new thing that they did then?
Well, like the thing is, there was a bunch of bullshit, but basically what happened was that federal agriculture bill didn't get renewed, so like it lapsed, and then they had to come up with a new bill to make it legal again because it was passed in 2014. So
it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, basically the same thing. They may have worded it different. I haven't read the new one, but I knew that in 2014 they did pass a federal ag bill that allowed hemp production.
You know what? Maybe it's this that the percentage they allowed was a little bit higher or something.
I think it was like 0.3% was the previous allowed. I don't know what it is now. It might be up to 3%
for a couple of years because I had a couple of friends when I was still in Colorado the last couple of years that were growing CBD farms basically.
Yeah, there's still some fuckery with it when you try to, you know, get a bank loan and stuff like that. You know, and then they want to see your tests and everything. And there's been plenty of hemp crops that have you know, tested positive or tested too high or whatever, and have ended up being rejected or seized. And there's in what state was it? There was just like 2 tons of hemp fucking seized, and like these guys were locked up and everything. It was like in Alabama or something. It was ridiculous. Like they're crossing state lines though, and they caught them and locked them up over some fucking hemp.
There you go, bro. And I wanna rewind back, if you don't mind, to what you said about you said, because and this is a lot of people's point is like, especially I think in the Midwest, the vibe you're getting is a little different than where we're at here, is because when you said, hey man, I'd rather it be legal than worry about the cops breaking my door down. It's like in California, honestly, right now, when we had medical, it's a better medical before it was legal. Like It's a worse law if you grow now without your registration, which no one's going to get. You're allowed to grow 6, but with medical, you were allowed to grow more. There was no difference. It's not like this law changed that at all. You feel me? That didn't change anything. You can go get your medical card.
Yeah, you
no
guys had a
problem.
way better medical program than we did, though. Like with our medical program, there's
Uh-huh.
zero tolerance for growing. And that's if you can even get on the medical program. Like I saw several doctors myself, and each of them confirmed my conditions that qualify me for the program, but would not
Yeah.
give me the recommendation.
You feel what I'm saying? It's so you're strengthening my point of, for you, for the Midwest, yes, you want it to be legal because anything is better than what it is now.
Yeah.
For us on California, bro, it was 1,000 times better with medical. When the legal shit changed, it didn't change the cops coming to break my door down.
Oh yeah,
don't
man.
have
I tried talking to my brother out there because I got brothers that live in Cali, and I was like, "Oh, hey, man, you guys are going wreck. I want you to go to find your local shop, send me some beans or something." And he's like, "Dude, what? No, that's not happening."
Yeah, man. It's not better, like you said. Like for you, it's better. That's why Colorado, I understood. They wanted to go from nothing to growing. Yeah, I get it. Yay, we're happy. That's why we're making this whole album. It's like, it's not about I'm going to make an album and we're going to say some shit and change some laws. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, look, I don't want to watch all
That
my
would be
fans.
phenomenal if you could. I mean, if you want to fucking aim high, man, come on,
Hey, I'm
get
just
those
saying,
laws changed.
No, I hear you because they need to be, but I'm just saying, we're just trying to bring awareness of what's going on in California because people in Ohio, for example, or different fans we have across the United States have no clue. And when they say it's legal, aren't you happy? And I'm like, hold on, sit down. I have a long story to tell you. You feel me? Like it's so not what people think. That's why I was like, we have to make an album and tell people what we're going through over here because the entire community is going down in 1 year. People don't have money. We have a whole place here that was grown off weed. Like all the businesses, all the local businesses, some of them are having to shut down, like half of them, bro. It's crazy. Like in 1 fucking year, shit is fucked up beyond.
Yeah,
So
you're definitely going to have some people come out with the monopoly and super monopolies even once the bigger agriculture businesses get their hands in there. Like,
there you go.
And
There you
it's
go.
it's sad, but I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. I mean,
Nothing.
it's
nothing to
there's
tell you,
obviously nothing I can do, nothing you can do. It's just the people that are in the industry and trying to, make a living. They gotta find a way to, go into business with other small farmers or something, or start some coalition. I don't, and I'm sure that there's some sort of fucking law or some sort of wording in the legislation that prevents some of that, because they word it to fuck people,
There you go. So you already know. You already know, man. You already know. So you're saying the only thing that you have on your side of it is I want it to be legal so the cops don't come kick my door down. And you don't have it going on in the Midwest as much. So it's so different.
Yeah.
But, I'm just coming from such a complete opposite perspective of everybody I grew up with, man. Like it's crazy. And it's
Well,
not
like
just
right down the street from me, there's this place from out west, this company. They built this like 250,000 square foot facility and everything, and they got the permit for the medical growing from the state and all this shit. And then they build the facility. They've like finished one of the grow rooms in there. They're not even finished pouring the concrete. And then the state comes in and pulls the permit.
there you go, man. That's what I'm saying.
So now they had to stop, construction and production and everything. I think they kept one plant in there until the end of that year, and then they had to destroy that too. So like it was totally fucked. Like this company lost, I'm sure, millions just in fucking breaking ground and everything.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, man. It's not a good thing. So the concept, the major concept is just like Peter Tosh said, legalize it, but not like this. This isn't what he meant. And so it's like people say, decriminalize it, don't legalize it, whatever. I don't know the exact details of what the right word is, but it's just the whole concept of wherever you're at and you think being legal is great and you're happy, yay, it's going to be legal. Think again, it's not going to be great. It's going to be great possibly for certain people, but for the most part, if you think about really what's been going on, the farmers, the people who built this entire thing, It's like rappers now, not like disrespecting Run DMC or something. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, for you and what you had been going on. Oh, well, we're taking it now and fuck you. And then all the people that don't understand are like, yay, woo, yeah, I can go to the store now. Now I can buy something and go to my house and smoke it. Yeah, you can. But everyone,
we're just desperate for access on this side of the country, man, or in this region of the country. We're just desperate for the access.
And bro, they know that, and they're using that against you because it's easy for them to do that. So they're going to write in the law however they want. They're going to be like, let's try it out with Oregon, Washington, California first. Let's go in and let's see what we can do. Now let's go to the Midwest and take every fucking thing. How about everyone in the industry get nothing? Do you want to do it still? Yeah, sign me up. I'll do that shit for minimum wage. Actually, I'll just give it away. Why? Because I don't know the rules and the laws anyways. They're going to take whatever they want to do. It's not going to work, bro. You're going to think it's going to be cool until it happens. And then you're going to look back and be like, this shit sucks. I want it illegal again. Watch.
Yeah, we'll see. Because, I mean, currently I'm allowed to grow 0 plants, and they just proposed legislation allowing me to grow 24. So that's way better than 0.
Yeah. No, that is way better than 0. But see what they do to your friends. See what they do to the business.
I know. I mean, everything's a double-edged sword, and I just got to take a win when I can get one.
I get you. I got you. My whole concept is just bring awareness to what's happening, so everyone isn't walking around like this is the best thing in the world.
Absolutely. I totally advocate for. Honestly, I'd like to see them regulated like tomatoes. I'd like to see everyone who wants to have cannabis be able to put it in their garden next to their tomatoes without fear of anyone coming in and locking them up for it or fining them or any of that bullshit. I think the only regulations there should be on this plant are in regards to pesticides and fertilizers being used on them so that people don't get that nasty shit in their bodies. Other than that,
I'm with you, man. On a personal level like that, I'm so with you, and it's so perfect and it's great. Like in California, you're allowed to grow 6. You don't have to have a medical, nothing. You can grow 6 plants, whatever. Cool. That's great. But when you do that, and then it gets to the point where the laws are going to make it so, like you said, only people who can go to the store and buy Monsanto, that's when it's going to be the level where you're going to be like, this sucks. What about people who can't grow weed, who don't have the room or the house or the expenses that it costs?
I think that there will always be a connoisseur market. That's just my opinion. I think that there are always going to be that fucking dude with a basement full of plants who's got his customer base who only wants the fucking fire, who doesn't want any of that shit from the dispensary, only wants the stuff his buddy's fucking growing or whatever. And, that's unfortunate, the more secluded of an area you live in. But, I mean, that's why I try to teach people how to grow their own.
100%. I feel you with the basement thing, but then when it gets to that point, when it actually is legal, that's when they're going to tell you they're going to break your fucking door down 5 times harder than they were before.
Yeah, then you're back to square one. You're back to square one.
But worse. But because they're gonna hit you harder. Because like someone was just saying when I popped on here about moonshine, they're gonna hit you harder because now they're making money and you're taking their money. Before, at least you were making money and they weren't involved. Now they're involved and your basement is taking their money. They're taking you down, bro. They're not happy with that.
I mean, currently there's mandatory minimums for like more than 6 plants. So if they just get rid of those, I can handle paying a fine or something. But I don't want to fucking spend years behind bars away from my kids and shit. You know what I mean?
100%. And then that's the thing, man. That's the craziest part when you think about it. The craziest part, well, one of the craziest parts is it's a fucking plant that grows naturally, bro. It's a plant that was put there on the earth.
Not only is it a plant that grows naturally, before 37, there were actually bills during the Revolutionary War that people had to grow cannabis.
Yeah, you're required to if you
had more than 7 parcels of land. I think it was one of them was required to be hemp to help the war efforts because it was used for sails and clothing and rope and everything else.
Right. And then why did it go away? Because they weren't making enough money on it, right? They changed into what? Cotton, whatever else it might have been that was interfering with.
Everything, textiles and Clothing and all sorts of stuff was made with hemp. Fuck, the Santa Maria's sales were made out of hemp.
The Declaration of Independence is written on hemp.
Yep.
So there you go, bro. And then after all that happened, they said, yo, and I just put a little dumb meme up of one of my favorite memes ever. It was the gateway drug for 100 years, and now they're dealing it to us. It's so fucking twisted, bro. It was the devil, and now they're selling it to you. How
I call it an exit
would
drug.
yeah, exactly. I think someone wrote that too, and that's so right. It's so ridiculous. It's so crazy in your face. The only reason any of this is happening is for money being taken away for them to take and use whatever. You think they're using that for the schools and the roads, bro? No, bro, no. A little bit, a tiny bit, a little bit. What's the rest? They just signed a thing. $100 million is going back into California to get the black market people out. That's what they're spending the money on. So they can continue to make more money.
They're reinforcing their fucking, their strong arm, their enforcement. They're reinforcing their enforcement, and they're giving all that money to legislators and their politicians and shit. Look at have you seen how much the fucking politicians get paid in LA County alone? Oh my God, man.
Bro, so I'm saying, are we going to talk about it, or are we just going to shut up and feel all this? I got to at least say it, because we're living in the fucking mecca of weed started in a certain situation, not started, but it's a big part of our lifestyle since the 60s and the 70s. When I was born, that's how it was. Everyone grew weed and lived on it. No, you didn't pay taxes, but you didn't be greedy, and you didn't go and do 10 long 80-foot greenhouses and try to get 1,000 pounds that year. You did your 12 to 15 pounds. You got your $4 to $5 grand a pound, and you lived good, and you didn't pay taxes, but you put it into businesses locally, and the whole community worked. Now the shit's fucked up, and everyone's talking shit. Like, we need to adapt and fuck us and everything that we stand for. And then Murder Mountain came out right at the same time. Fuck that too. This shit's fucked up.
In the comments too. Fuck that fucking documentary, Meth Mountain.
I mean, it's cool. It's real. There's shit that happens when you put a lot of money and greedy people together. Yeah, because everyone came to Humboldt to try to make their fast money. That's what happened. It wasn't like that in the 70s, 80s, 90s. It wasn't like that. But
like the thing is, if it was legal in the right way, those guys who could have hired trimmers through a temp service and stuff like that, and they could have, and it wouldn't have attracted all those tweakers and shit. But like they're trying to legalize it, but they're not doing it in the right way. Like with all these regulations and shit, and it's driving good people out of the industry. It's driving those little guys who are just only growing what they need, making a high quality product or whatever, or providing a service really for sick patients. And it's driving all those fucking people out of the industry, and it's shameful. It's just shameful.
Yeah, I have to deal with this from a different perspective too, because I've grown in red states for a long time, and then I saw the dream in Colorado. I saw it as the dream too. I was like, baby, we're moving to Colorado. I put together a 5-year plan for us to move to Colorado. I told her I'm gonna start saving money right now. In 5 years, we're moving to Colorado. I spent that 5 years saving the fucking money to get us to Colorado. I got there, I was excited, got set up, started growing, doing everything legally, and then I started actually paying attention to the way everything works. And 3 years later, I'm not in Colorado anymore.
There you go. That's what I'm saying, man. It sucks. It's sad. It's sad because we all want it to be legal the right way, but that's not what's happening. And it's continuing, and it's going through the states. And I thought people in California were going to be smart enough. People in Humboldt voted for it to be legal. It was over 50% in Humboldt legal. And it's like, the thing is
25% of those ended up kicking themselves because of it,
Yeah, well, at the same time, a lot of it had to do, I think, with a lot of people made hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, and they're burying them in their backyard, and they're like, yo, this is my way to like, legal up my money, actually be able to show my money. If I can get in the scene, funnel my money I've made for these past 20, 30 years, those are the people that were like, all right, let's try this legal thing, because if we don't, we can't continue to have our 10 greenhouses outside. I know that. Like before there wasn't enough law enforcement. People were just doing it like it didn't fucking matter. When you have only 100,000 people in the whole county, but then they tell you if there's 15,000 large grows. That's a funny number when you put it together, bro. Like that, they were saying over 50% of people grow marijuana in Humboldt. So you can't stop it. But if you make it become legal and you start using Google Maps and sending out letters when people have big greenhouses like that,
Yeah,
you
they're
can't
fucking telling you right where they're at. You don't have to go looking anymore.
There you go. And they send these abatement letters, and they're $10,000 fines a day per thing if you don't get your shit out of there. That's what they're doing. So people are having to, it's the technology is making it hard for people to keep doing it. So basically, it's just going back to the old days in a different type of way, And it just sucks because it reminds me of when I was a kid and we were fighting the timber companies out here being super hippies and being like, why the fuck are you guys coming in here cutting down the redwood trees for timber? This is old growth redwood trees. You motherfuckers are making decisions to come and cut old growth trees that are not going to come back. And you're cutting those down for some money just so you can continue your bullshit. Like, it's the same concept. It's like Horton Hears a Who, bro, all over again. They're coming in here, they're taking everything and not giving a shit. Especially I think too, is because if you think about the community out here for 50 years, people have been growing weed kind of off the grid in a type of way and they couldn't stop it. Now they're getting back. Now they're like, now you guys get this for that. You know what I mean? So it's shitty, man. If everyone stuck together, if the people that could register and the black market people that were still involved in the game, if they could get along and try to figure out a way to make everything work, then it would be cool. But you already know how people are.
Yeah, too much division, too much tribalism, too much, my shit's better than yours. I don't want anything to do with you. You fucking grow that pest-filled powdery mildew weed. It's like they can't set their differences aside and come together, because if they did, they would have so much more strength.
Do a couple chat shout-outs real quick. A couple of these people have been here for a while, but I haven't had a chance to say
my bad.
What up, Pixel? What up, Grandmaster Level? Tara Lee. My Little Tent. Dirt Man Dan. Get on in here, Dirt Dizzler. But what's going on, everybody? Just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I need to get down to the garden. I just wanted to swing in and say hi to you guys and, show some support to Tricky and shout out the EO show and a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about and covering. If you guys don't know about it, if you haven't read it yet, please pick it up. The Emperor Wears No Clothes.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
It's a great fucking book. A lot of the stuff that we were just talking about is in there. Jack Herrera was a fucking advocate pioneer when it came to cannabis. And he used to be against it. And you can find all about that shit in The Emperor Wears No Clothes. Definitely a good read.
Yeah, it's a great.
Thanks for having me, man. Oh, there's our little Dirt.
There's Dirt Dickler.
our little leprechaun.
Yeah. Dirt's your beard kept going since I seen you.
Oh, I don't have to be pot of gold.
Starting to look like a freaking Wolverine over there or something.
It's all right. I can deal with it. Can you deal with it?
Oh, did you shout out Pedro too? Did you not? Did you make?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I did. But for anybody that's new in, Pedro and Dizzy had their baby probably an hour ago or so at this point. So get on over and show them guys some love.
The best part of that is now Tanazi and Pedro's kids share a birthday.
I guess we have no excuse to forget it now.
All right, I'm out. Later, guys.
Right on, Stabby.
What's going on, guys?
So
we got Underrated and Jay Blizz in the same room.
This is celebrity hour over here.
Wow.
I guess the celebrity must be you then, Tricky.
Yeah. I'm getting too angry over here, man. I need to stop.
Dude, hey, I feel your pain.
Roll up a backwood or something over there. Get you a backwood.
Pack you up one of these.
You need to clean up that shit. You need to clean that thing. Don't show that thing. Clean that.
Listen, that's why your screen's off, because you don't clean your thing.
My thing is stuck between your legs.
Damn.
I keep my thing firmly placed on Dan's chin.
Damn.
He's demonstrating now.
Like, I get pissed off about the same thing, man, because this industry is going in the wrong it's going in the wrong direction. It's just people that care need to really speak out, talk to their fucking their congressmen, wherever the fuck they're at. Talk to them. They're there to help you. You know what I mean? They want to hear what you have to say, but if you don't speak your word, then shut the fuck up, pretty much.
What up, Zooey and Slammer? I just noticed you guys were in here too. Sorry, stoner moment. How you guys doing? Much love.
Sorry, I'm just popping out chat now. What's going on, everybody? How we doing
So I
today?
see you're taking your little gangly ass on to the DGC too, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I need to try to figure out how to get there with you.
Yeah, you do, because I've been fixing to fucking slapbox them titties.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap box your nuts in the next week.
Yeah.
Put
With
them
his
back
bottom
in
lip.
Tracy's purse where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
With his bottom lip.
Can't even see his bottom lip. He looks like a Wookiee.
Oh man. But if you guys haven't noticed, man, we're running this little charity auction. Not really an auction, but we're giving away some genetics to help Tricky D get a sander. You know, all the genetics are going to be sponsored by me and North Genetics. We can just trying to help him achieve his goal by growing something else other than cannabis, which is his woodworking.
Woodworking, I really enjoy doing it. It's really fun. It's really rewarding. And it's something that I plan on spending a lot of time doing. So I can see myself being that 70-year-old dude down in his wood shop fucking banging out like dumb shit for grandkids or something. You know,
Leave me alone. I'm planing wood. I don't know what I'm making, but I'm planing wood.
I've been trying to come up with some slogans for some shirts. So I'm going to get some Tricky Woodwork shirts made. So I've been trying to come up with some slogans. Here's one of them. I play with my wood so you don't have to.
There you
Tricky works the wood.
I have hardwood and I know how to use it.
go.
I like that one.
Give me money, I give you wood.
I like the second one.
They're just prototypes. I just want some goofy shirts, you know.
I got some hardwood and I know how to use it.
You got to talk to Odd James and see if he can get you some graphics to go with those words.
Yeah, Pander just got a new graphic done by him. You guys remember Big Johnson shirts from back in the day? Some of you older guys might remember. But when I was in high school, there was a line of shirts called Big Johnson shirts. And they were all just dirty-ass, off-centered jokes about how big your dick was. And I used to wear them shits to high school all the time.
Dude, I had a shirt back in the day that had two pigs humping on it, and it said "making bacon" on there.
Nice.
and I wore that to elementary school, and I got fucking suspended for a week. I was like, what's the difference? We are making bacon. I'm sorry that the pigs are humping.
I had something similar. It was like a safe you would find in like somebody's basement, and then it was like another safe trying to mount it, and it said "safe sex."
I was thinking the same thing. Like when you said safe, I thought of your beard. I don't know why. You can hide all kind of shit in there, and nobody even know.
Yo, you just like pull a joint out, be like, "Hey, you guys want to smoke?"
What bugs come with that?
That's where he keeps all his indigenous microorganisms for his soil.
Yeah. There's a couple.
Whenever he needs some more life in the soil, he just walks over to his pot and does like this, and a bunch of worms and spiders and fucking nematodes and shit fall in there.
All types of glorious life just falls out of the beard. There's even a little Jay Blizz crawling out. Hey,
No, maybe.
Depends on what else is going on in there.
I know, right?
What are you guys smoking on?
Smoking on some Doctor Who.
Oh shit!
I'm not smoking on anything right now. I have children.
Children.
I got
Underrated
some
needs to be
dope in my
smoking on
dirty ass
something over
bong.
there.
I smoked-
man.
I smoked earlier before the show.
I need to go.
It's
need to
not
go,
good. I got pretty nice.
There
Oh,
you
that
go.
looks pretty damn good.
When my homeboy hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna hook you up with something. I want you to check it out." And I was like, "All right."
Like, hey, I'll take a handout.
Sorry, I sent him a bunch of stuff like 2 or 3 months ago, so it works out.
Thank you so much for coming on this big date with me.
Hey, that's not. It's not bad by sharing. Sharing is caring.
Listen, I've always noticed in this community, man, we really seem to go like tit for tat with things. You know what I mean? Like, I'll scratch your back 1 month, you scratch my back another, man. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
I just get stuck scratching your beard. So
it does feel good though. I'm not gonna lie. You got them soft hands.
I know. I get it from
Dewey
Tricky.
and Slammer are smoking on that puzzle piece. They love that puzzle piece. I think that's their new favorite strain, boy.
Oh, dude, they were on the, you missed it. They were on the EO show talking about how much they love it, and it's like one of their new keepers in their garden, man. They can't get enough of it.
Yeah, puzzle piece doing its job.
I
That
gotta-
was 2 really good parents to win into that. Well, 3 really good parents to win into that plant.
I gotta grow it. I might mix it with something. We'll see. I haven't grown it yet.
A pack of them too over there, don't you?
Yeah, I got a pack of them. I haven't popped anything though. I haven't popped anything new literally in like 8 months.
You never got any dirt? I got you. I still got some extras.
Dirt didn't want to say that out loud.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put you on blast, be like, you know, the fucking number 2 on your show never got a fucking pack of them, but
I don't give
it's
a
all
shit.
good.
Well, I don't think I gave them to too many people until like well after the auction was over.
Well,
I
yeah,
kept
you
a few
weren't.
packs back to make sure that if anything went wrong, like a pack got missing in the mail or somebody said they didn't get it or I forgot one, that I had them there and didn't.
Oh yeah, you wanted to make sure everything was gonna go over smooth for your auction first. Yo, and another thing that was cool about that is Jinx and Miss Rose remembered me when I went and saw them at the Indo Expo.
Nice.
They
Dude, Jinx
should've.
actually came out behind the booth and gave me a freaking hug.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I was really impressed by that.
I love those guys. They're awesome.
You could be like other former members of their clan and not remember shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crickets, because I'll beat that old man's ass.
Right? You ain't the only one. Only organic. Yeah, I have an idea kind of like that, but I'm going to do some stash boxes. But I can't really get them done until I have this one piece of equipment. I need this piece of equipment to get these projects I have done that are paid projects that I need to get done for people. So I need to get these projects done. And then after that, then I'm going to start building some cool little stash boxes just for giveaways and shit.
Did you show off the drum sander you're trying to get?
I did not.
I would like to see this drum sander, please.
All right, here, let me pull up the gimmick for you here.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about woodworking, but I know what drum sanders and belt sanders. You know, I know a couple things. I'm no fucking carpenter, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess that's a good idea to show people what I'm actually trying to get. So this is the exact sander I'm trying to get. The place is up the street from my house, like 2 miles away. They have them in stock. Just gotta go grab it. But yeah, that's the one I want right there. It's the one I need. It's the smallest one that I can get to get the job done that I'm doing. Of course, they have ones. That one's $800. They have ones that go up to $20,000.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm sure you can get ridiculous with how, you know, precise you want to get this shit.
They go up. The price scale is by size generally. They get bigger and bigger. That one's the smallest one. It's actually not much bigger than my table saw. It's about the size of a table saw. But it's a really good drum sander. It's actually the same kind that they have at the hardwood store that I was using before theirs has been broke for the last fucking 3 weeks.
You sure it's broke and they just don't want you to come back and use it?
No, because I pay them. I pay them to use it every time I go up there. It's part of the thing they do is they do shop time. They have drum sander, a planer,
they have basic tools for you to use.
They got to make. Well, they do it. They don't let you do it. You just here. I need this done, and they do it for you, and you pay them.
Okay, so they'll do woodworking as well as selling you the wood.
Yep. So I just taken my chessboards and my cutting boards up there and be like, here, I need this. And they'll run it for me, and they'll be like $15. There you go. I'm having to drive out there and pay every time I use it, too. I didn't really mind doing.
But yeah, we're just trying to fix that so he can do it all at one place, one time, and get it done.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
waiting on somebody else to get their equipment fixed so I can do my work is a nightmare.
the less trip he has to drive around, and the more he can sit in his workshop and actually work, the quicker these projects are going to get done. Thus, the quicker you can make money.
Yeah, exactly.
And put more money back into your business.
Exactly. And this is like the last thing I need. Of course, there's a couple other tools I would like to have, but this is the last thing that I need to be able to be self-sufficient and get my shit done.
So, will this double as a planer?
I mean, yeah, it basically does the same thing as a planer. It's just not as aggressive as a planer.
Okay.
Which is why it's good to consider a bunch of individual tiles. A planer can be really aggressive and cause chip outs. So, but with the drum sander, it prevents any kind of chip outs from happening. So it does the same thing. It's just more gentle.
Okay. I can understand that.
What you thinking about over there, Underrated?
Man, I just took a bong hit. I was listening to you guys, and I gotta go play with some new kangaroo crosses that I got. Go see how they're doing. How long are you gonna be on here?
We're gonna be on here for all week until we get that money raised for Tricky.
Oh, there's some more of North there. What's up, Man's Foo?
What's good, shit? Man's Foo?
Man, we got Underrated coming out of Woodworks. We got Jay Blizz coming out of the Woodworks.
Almost like a 420R, huh?
Dude, it's I had to come in, man. I was like, Tracy, Tricky's live right now. I was like, do you believe this shit?
It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, I don't go live a whole lot anymore because my anxiety. Like right now, I'm even having anxiety, but I try to fucking throw it to the side. But for some reason, live streams peak it. I don't know what it is.
You just gotta go. You just gotta go sit down somewhere, lay to the side or something. That way you can see your penis, and all the anxiety will go away.
No, that makes it worse because then I start getting depressed.
Damn.
Listen, dude. Do I have to do the truffle shuffle with you? Is that will that make it all better?
He's gonna do the Batman.
I need Jay Blizz to do the truffle shuffle.
I would love to see Jay Blizz do the truffle shuffle.
I would love to see you shave your beard. Shave your beard and I'll do the truffle shuffle.
Ooh, there's a challenge right there.
Not gonna happen, man. Do you know how many pairs of clippers I've broken on this thing?
Hey, grab that dusty ass weed whacker out of the backyard and go at it.
Nah, I'd rather not break any more lawn equipment.
It's okay. It's okay.
He doesn't want to look like a 7-year-old girl again. That's the problem.
You got a point. You got a point.
7-year-old girl.
my little breast buds.
I have to give him a training bra and a tutu.
Oh man.
Yeah, LV, I do need a garden. You are correct, but I'm just waiting for the laws to go into effect here so I can get my license and do it the right way. That way, that doesn't cause me anxiety. Because I don't know if you've ever had an illegal garden, but it can be pretty fucking anxiety-ridden.
Just a little
Just a little bit. Especially when you're not home. Because all I can think about when I'm not home when I have an illegal garden is I hope something don't catch on fire. I hope my lights don't go out. I hope somebody don't kick my house in. I hope my dogs don't fucking break out of the house somehow. I hope the doors are locked.
I hope my neighbor can't smell anything.
Yeah, I hope my neighbor can't smell it. I hope my fans are all working.
I have a funny story about that, actually. If you guys have been watching the Embracing Organic show, we had a guy on there by the name of Peter. He owns P&L Grow Systems. What it is,
P&L Grow Systems? I got you.
Yeah, it's like they call it the minder unit.
What is the problem?
His name is Peter, and he works for a penile grow system with a minor unit.
Yes.
Oh no. Shameless. Oh no. I think Josh I think Underrated just lost a couple brain cells over there.
So anyway, what this unit does is it takes a digital reading of the temperature and humidity every 30 seconds, and then it graphs it out for you in, like an hour, 2 hour, 1 week, 2 weeks, however long of an increment you tell it to. And then you can also set up alerts to where if your settings go out of a range that you set, it'll start sending you emails, and it won't stop until you fix the damn problem. Well, I'm at work one day, and it was a pretty nasty storm. Come to find out, the power had went out at the house. And then about 3 hours later, I started getting emails from the minder unit. Hey, your humidity's really high. Your humidity's really high. Your humidity's really high. You know what I mean? It just keeps sending them and keeps sending them. And I'm like, well, shit. I turn it on. I look at it. The humidity's up into like the 80s. Like the fans never fucking turned back on when the power came back on. But there was still power going to the unit because the minder unit was powered back up. The lights were on. The temperatures were going up. Everything except for the fans came back on. So I was like, shit, I got to go home. I got power running to a fan that did not kick back on. Could be a fucking problem if anybody knows about electrical motors. So yeah, and I went home. All I had to do, turn the fan off, turn it back on. Motherfucker started right up, and all was good. But I would have never known if it wasn't for Peter and his penile grow systems.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh boy. We got some penile brain systems over here.
It's P&L grow system, not penile.
Well, you said penile grow system.
No, I said P&L.
That was your mistake.
We just know what you heard and what's on your brain.
It's okay. It's okay. I have a lot of things on my brain.
We know what's on your brain whenever you and me get in the same room together.
Yes, penile grow system, stabby McStab wood.
You know, that thing that you stab people with, Stabby, your penile grow system.
The thing that you don't have.
Your penile grow system.
That would never grow anything.
You guys got problems.
Hey.
What's the problem? What you barking at? You want to be on camera? You want to be?
What's up, big dumb dog?
Come on.
Big dumb dog.
Be on camera. Get on camera then.
What's up, big dumb dog?
What's up, big dumb dog? Oh yeah, he's all
Aww, cute.
He said I won't be on camera too.
He loves it.
I wish I was that big dumb dog. I want to lick Tricky's face.
Whoa. That just went to a different turn.
We'll get you that drum sander one way or another.
Whoa.
We're gonna probably have to do an auction for Dan's beard to find out what's actually in there.
You want to know what's in here? Let's see.
No, don't want to know.
Let's see here.
There's a little
there's a
7-year-old
lighter. Found a lighter. Keep going here. Keep going here. There's a knife. There you go. What else we got under here? Pack of gum. There you go. Yeah, pack of gum here. I think that's it for that side. I emptied it out the other day.
You just like shook your face.
Yeah, over a dumpster.
He spends more time grooming that thing than Tracy does playing with her hair.
You're right. Dude, I get out of the shower, I run a brush through it, and that's it.
Yeah, right. You got beard oils and conditioners, and you just...
Yo, listen, you want to know what I run through this? Good genetics. I run nothing but good genetics through this beard.
I'm sorry. It just looks like a hairy butthole.
Redheaded, you do not have any good genetics, sir.
You're right. You're right. I have phenomenal genetics. I'm the most indica of the bunch.
You have Gimli genetics.
The only thing you got going for you, buddy, is those pretty blue eyes you got going on over there. That's it.
Kondo says that's real Davy Jones shit right there.
Are you out of here?
I gotta get out of here. Yeah, man. You
Right on,
guys have fun. All right.
Right on, homie. Thank you for chilling.
Peace out, buddy.
Man. I just got over here starting to think about how fucked up Humboldt is right now. They got people thinking, and then I was just like, man, this weed is fucked up, man. It is. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah,
you know?
It's crazy. Man, you've been in Humboldt your whole life, right?
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's sad. Like businesses that my fucking parents would go to. But I just remember, man, all these local businesses are closing down, bro. Like it's not a game. So it's like I start talking about it. I just start thinking about it, and I'm just like, man, I don't want to take y'all down. I don't want to bring your guys' mood down. I'm sorry, man. I just start thinking about that shit. I'm like, this shit's kind of for real fucked up, and I'm like spending my fucking life making an album about it. That's how fucked up it is. And I try to stay in a good mood, but goddamn, bro, shit's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely hits you harder than it hits any of us because we're not out there. We don't.
That's what I'm saying. I usually try to just keep it like, yeah, what's up, guys? But sometimes it just hits me. We start talking about it. I'm like, god damn, this shit's kind of fucked up, bro.
Yo,
you know,
it just shows you're a real dude and you have real feelings, and this is a real fucking subject.
It is, but I don't want to come off wrong because you guys are, having fun and shit and making jokes, and I just start thinking, I'm like, damn, bro.
Man, bro, you ain't coming off wrong. We love to hear everything.
I mean, you're out of all of us here, you're the one that has the insight onto what's really going on, So you got the most valuable information. We're just passing time.
Yeah, I feel you. It's just, when I start thinking about it, I feel like me and Garth talk about it all day, bro. Like that's all we talk about. Like it gets to the point where I'm like talking to you about it on the surface, and then I start really thinking about what's going on, and then I'm like, bro, like it's it's something that
we could see it.
There's something else going on in life. It's something to talk about, but it's like real life for me. That's when I watch Murder Mountain. I'm like, holy shit, like this is going out to everybody. Like people are thinking Humboldt is this, and it's like, man, it's just there's so many things going on right now that are crazy. Like friends that have been friends forever not talking anymore because of weed, bro. Like it's the opposite of what it's supposed to be, and it's just like, man, it's fucked up. And it's weird because I'm in Humboldt, which is the place that it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get along. You're supposed to be hippie and in a good mood.
Supposed to be the hippie capital.
You feel it? So it's like then Murder Mountain comes out and then everyone's fighting and you start looking at the world, looking at shit around. You're like, dude, this shit's it's not the super happy,
It's not the sugar-coated fairy tale everybody thinks it is.
Well, it was.
A lot of like the third generation people are moving out of there, ain't they?
Some are, yeah, some are. It sucks, man. It really sucks because it's my whole life. You feel me? It's my whole life. And because of a marijuana law, this year has completely changed how everyone walks around. Like everyone used to walk around like, yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah. And now it's not like that. It's like, what's up? Oh, about to sell my spot, you know, oh, you know, can't make it because of this. You know, it's it's real. Shit's real.
I know we've got some other mutual friends dealing with it up there too that you do work with, the Mendo boys.
Mm-hmm. Mendo's going to make it happen for them though, because they're on another level when it comes to, they can do all the registering things. They can go through and make it work. They still understand though. They're not like,
because they're still third generation Humboldt. They've been there a long time.
Yeah, they know what's up. I'm just saying that they're on a different side of it, but they feel what me and Garth are saying like so much.
Well, and they had that garden taken from them a few years ago too. That was a massive garden they cut down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've had some shit going, but I think it's going to be interesting just kicking it with them doing these shows coming up, because we'll see. We'll see how they
going on tour, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. So we'll really get, figure out what's going on. But
you guys are going on tour?
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't want to bring this vibe in here. I just heard you talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, Tracy's on. What's up, man?" And then I popped it on, and I started watching it live. Right when I turned it on, he was talking about the laws and shit. I'm like, "Oh shit, what's he talking about?" And I was like, "This is what we talk about every day," Like, so I didn't want to bring this.
But that's
wait, you're going on tour?
It's just a few shows, like in a couple months. Yeah, 3 or 4 shows. Not really.
Are you guys leaving Cali, or are you just staying in Cali?
Just Cali, yeah. He just wanted to do that. I'm glad just doing a few, man, because I haven't done that shit.
Long tour is a lot of hard work, yeah.
Yeah, that too. And I'm like, I got shit here that I want to stay home now. Like, I'm happy being at home. Like, tour, I did that enough. That shit's fun here and there, but bro, it's taxing, and it's you get sick, and it's like no matter what you do, you can't stay healthy. It's not what's up. There's cool parts, but shit, man.
But that's bad influences on tour too, I'm sure.
Oh hell yeah, tour sucks in a way, man.
yeah, for real.
That's how a lot of artists have to get their money these days, though, because the album sales aren't there. You get your money on your ticket sales and your merch.
Yep.
Yeah, you got ticket sales, merch, streaming now. It's not about album sales anymore. It's all about streaming. I'm in the music shit too, so I get it. I get it.
Yeah, man.
Jay Cliff writes K-pop songs.
I do, for Kids Bop.
Hey, I don't know, but that would be tight. Who cares, man? You got to get in where you fit in. That's what I tell these people. Go in legally. There you go.
But yeah, man, like you were saying earlier, man. I know shit gets to you. You know what I mean? But that's what drew me to like Tricky and Dirt and Tenacity and all those guys. You know what I mean? Is they don't really give a fuck. They care, but then they don't care that some of the energy that you may think that you bring in is negative. It's a positive thing because you have to get it off your chest. You know what I mean? No matter how much you talk about it and how much of this, you have to get it off your chest, and you have to have good people to talk to. That's gonna throw ideas at you, but in a way, try to help you see what you're trying to say.
Constructive criticism.
It's like it's all good. Like, you're not bringing a negative vibe. Don't think that, man. Like, because
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, if you look in the chat, like if you look in our personal chat, I'm like, damn it, I want to hear this dude talk about these laws, because I had to go take on a conversation real quick, but I had to leave for a second. And I was like, fuck, I want to really hear what you had to say about it, because I feel the same way. Like, because I'm from Cali, you know what I mean? I'm from East Oakland, and I know all about the stupid ass shit that goes on, and what they say and what they don't say, and what the TV what they put out there for the masses to see on TV is not what really goes on in everyday life. And what they're trying to say, like we had a thing in Massachusetts, man, because I live in Massachusetts now, and they were trying to say like, oh, the recreational sales in Massachusetts were like 2 million from like 5 different stores, and that's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? That's great. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, wait, what? 2 million in 5 fucking stores? They're making 2 million at one store in Cali on the first day. So how is that a good thing when I'm literally spending $80,000 to $100,000 a month on fucking rent, lights, and electricity just to keep my garden going, and I can't even bring back the money that I'm making because of the stupid laws that they have out here and the taxes that they're putting upon, you know, recreational shops, that I don't even want my shop anymore because the laws are stupid.
There you go, bro. There you go. That's what I'm saying. And everyone's like that, man. And everyone I knew grew weed. Like, that's how everyone lives. So when everyone's passion goes away, bro, it affects you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everyone. It's not just like, oh, my one dude I know and my other one dude I know. Everyone pretty much does it. So it's like,
it makes me not want to have a dispensary and just have a grow op, you know what I mean, or merchandising or some shit like that, because dispensaries are getting fucked over hand over fist, and they gotta abide by laws that they don't even want to abide by. They don't even want to have to deal with. You know, so I see the point. Like I was telling Tricky earlier, like, hey, you know, I want everything to go legal, but I don't want it to go legal, because as soon as it goes legal, the laws are going to get fucked up how they are now. You know what I mean?
It's
all the laws.
Well, I'm sorry. You know what it is though is legal or illegal. Like, that doesn't even matter. It can go legal and then be written however it should be legal. It's cool that it's legal, but hey, guess what? It's legal, but then read the rest. You feel me?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what's legal or illegal. Like, when it was illegal, it was the same thing. There was just a little bit of different rules changed, you know. But it was actually, yeah, you can get in trouble, you know, more. Certain people can get in trouble. That sucks. You feel me? That sucks. But everything else, because of that, is so in the advantage of the people making the laws and the corporations that want to make the money.
Exactly. If they're not making money off of those laws, they don't want it to be passed. They only want it to benefit them and not the average people like me and you and Tricky and everybody else. They don't give a fuck about that.
There you go. So I'm saying, man, my whole life I've been in this community, and we're going down the fucking tubes by the day, and it sucks because weed is what you love to do. But now, like you said, you have a dispensary. You don't even want it, bro, because they're taking the passion out of it. It sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
That would be like, bro, what if someone came to you and was like, you can't make music anymore? You just can't, or actually you can, but you have to pay a whole bunch of money to do it. And then later on, we might give you your master's back or whatever, you know, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid, man.
You know, getting back into it.
like, I don't know, man. It's like, I want
the laws should just be, it's a fucking plant and you can do whatever you want with it. Like,
there you go.
Like tomatoes or bell peppers or corn.
Fucking lemon trees.
Like, I mean, it's like going to a store and getting fucking heirloom tomatoes, right? And you go to this, and you can get it with the branch on or with the branch off, but they charge you more to keep the branch on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck is the difference? They're both heirloom. They're both the same thing, except for you didn't take the time out of your day to take the branch off. So why are you charging me more when you should be charging me the same or more for the other one? You know, the things that I don't like about the industry right now is like when I used to go to the homeboy and say, hey, let me get a bag or whatever, and you know, you don't know what's coming in that bag, you know what I mean? But you know it was fire. You know, now
hell no, you didn't know what the fuck was showing up.
For this percentage of THC, we want to have you charge people more, or we want to have you charge people less because it has more THC or more CBD or more THCV or whatever the fuck it may be. It's like weed is weed. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yo, you want to hear some ridiculous shit? I was just at the Indo Expo, speaking of CBD. There was a guy there selling CBD hemp seeds, $750 for a 10-pack.
Crazy.
That's ridiculous. I have a bag of state of Colorado certified hemp seeds that a friend gave me, and because he was starting a hemp farm, but he had like 100,000 of them or something. He just gave me like 1,000 of them. I got like hundreds of them. I've given them to a bunch of people.
Oh, that's cool. Tanasi was looking for some of those.
I should go to the fucking DGC Cup and sell them for $750 a 10 pack, right? That's what.
Like, I couldn't believe this dude was trying to rip people off for that.
Come on, Ray, let's go sell for $750 10 pack.
No shit, and then there you go. Then you can get your critter, right?
You just got to sell one that time.
There you go.
Right.
One pack.
One pack.
You got to get one moron to fucking buy it. That's it.
Hey, but then again, that's how like the shit is, man. You go to these fucking festivals and shit like that, and people overcharge you for everything that's in there. Who the fuck is paying $35 a gram? I mean, honestly, you know what I mean? Because that's where I'm at. That's where they charge fucking people. That's what I have to charge people just to make a profit.
I never saw anything I was impressed with in shops either.
You know, it's like, I mean, who the fuck goes and buys weed out of a kitty can? Out of one of those, tuna cans.
Let me say this about it, just to see if you think this makes sense to you. So when you see it in a dispensary, it obviously has to go through a lot of shit, right? Especially now, it got to go through the testing, packaging, all that extra shit that takes all that extra time. What about that concept of it not being as good for that reason? Like, you can't get it, dry it, take it, be like, yo, cure it for a month, and just be like, do you think they're curing that the way they should be and all that? No, right? Like, it's just sitting there waiting to get
hands touching it.
Huh?
It's way too many hands touching it as it goes down the line. And
it's kind of sitting, right? Like, I mean, a lot of people here will be like, yo, the problem is to get tested, it has to basically stay in line to get tested. Like, it sits there. There's not enough people to test it for the amount of weed that they're growing. You feel me? So it's like months later by the time it gets tested. I'm just wondering if the concept of it getting to the dispensary, do you think that has anything to do with the quality?
Probably. And I also think too, well, at least in Colorado, so I think how the laws work in California is if you're a grower, you can grow your shit, get a test, and go to the dispensary. Hey, do you guys want to buy this? It doesn't work like that in Colorado. You have to have a commercial cultivation license in order to be able to grow for a dispensary. So you have to have the dispensary and the grow facility and grow your own shit for your dispensary is how most people do it. Most dispensaries have a warehouse where their grow is a couple blocks away. So for them, it's not about growing good weed. It's about growing a product for their shop.
Right.
Which I think is a part of the problem in Colorado, because like in California, you got connoisseur home growers filling the shops up. In Colorado, you just got some dumbass growing a 5,000 square foot facility filling the shop up.
Yeah,
and there's no comparisons.
And yeah, man, and then that brings up the whole point of like, you think about who that person is, they got to have a lot of fucking money somehow to get that going. That's not the normal person that can have a dispensary, a grow spot, and go through all the registration money to put up all that shit. A
lot of these people have investors.
Yeah, so what happens is you get investors that don't know anything about the industry, but they want to get in on it because they got money, and then they hire the first grower that just got out of school because he has a degree, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Right,
so he goes into his 5,000 square foot grow facility and sets it up, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
And that's what's in the dispensary. That's what's in the dispensary. It's not the shit that you grow or Dan grows or people grow that you know. Like, those are the things. Like, I don't know. That's got to be a reason why, because you never see your favorite weed at the dispensary.
So I can personally tell you, every time I've gone out to Colorado with Tanasi, we go to a different dispensary to try and check out some different concentrates. And dude, 9 out of 10 of them fucking suck. They fucking suck.
And then when they do have that one that's fire, they want $150 a gram for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna let the whole cat out of the bag. We did find somebody that is making really good fire at a really good price, and we're not gonna let it out. So just for that reason. But yes, you're absolutely right. Whenever you go there, you automatically just have to ask them, let me see the most expensive shit you got, because 9 out of 10 times, that's actually what you're fucking looking for.
They will literally sell you like brick weed at some dispensaries. Like brown, garbage-ass weed with seeds in it. It'll be like $80 an ounce. But why the fuck are you even carrying it? Have some respect in your shit. Why would you want that in your shop? You're Walmart, motherfucker.
That's how you know that it's one of those people like that didn't know what they're doing. Because who would want that in their shop if they were like actually had respect for what they were doing? You know, like, what the fuck, man? That shit's crazy.
It's and like Dan said, dude, you'll see some horrible looking concentrates. Some wet BHO, dark shit you can't see through. You'll see some, and they'll still want 40 bucks a G for it.
So tell me this, man, because I think I put it on this album a couple of times where I talk shit about kind of like going to the dispensaries, the weed's whack, and like I don't want people that are involved in dispensaries to hear that and be like, man, this dude's talking shit about us. We're doing our thing. This is a dispensary. Like, do you think that's offensive? I'm just trying to see.
I'm sure it is, but you know what? DGAF, unless you can show me some fire.
I mean, coming from a person that owns a dispensary, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I want nothing less in my dispensary than what I would smoke personally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't find those kind of dispensaries. I'm sure they're out there, but I didn't find them.
But that's just me, though. Like, a lot of these dispensaries that I've been to, and what makes me different from other dispensaries is, you know, a lot of these grow houses using these big giant fucking machines that just throw off the trichomes and just to trim it up because they don't want to pay $200 a pound for a person to hand trim it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I pay that $200 a pound or $250 a pound. You know what I mean? I pay that. I have my trimmers come in every fucking harvest and every time it's trimming to go trim my weed. You know what I mean? I don't have these giant machines. Yes, 200 to 250 a pound to trim it.
Wow, I've never even heard of that before. That must have been like in the 80s. I've never even heard anyone say
now.
That's crazy. That's gangster.
That's now. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I give them now. Like,
but you know what? There's no comparison to hand trim. There's really not.
Some people pay more when they have outdoor. Now, for me, all my outdoor shit, everything that comes from my outdoor gardens, you know what I mean? I literally have 10 acres of outdoor garden. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anything that goes to an outdoor garden gets blasted. I don't give a fuck. I don't want it as bud. I just want the oil from it. You know what I mean? Because for one, outdoor shit comes with bugs. It comes with anything that you can fucking think of that's underneath the sun. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't control Mother Nature. So why would I want to have like some good fire weed that's outside and put it in my dispensary? You know what I mean? No, I want those hard ass nugs. I don't want that big fluffy shit, something that looks good in a bag because this ounce looks like a pound. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want that shit that when you open up the bag, you got a fucking dime in there and they're like, holy fuck, that's a gram? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that hardball shit.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but that's
sellable in the dispensary, yeah, for sure.
But that's what separates me from most of the dispensaries out here. This is why I'm, you know, the number one dispensary in Massachusetts because of what I do. You know what I mean? And the fucked up part is I don't charge people, you know, oh, I got a 25% strain here. I'm going to charge you $35 a gram. No, every fucking bud in there is what it is. You know what I mean? For what I can make money from by what the state legally lets me make money from, because I got to pay taxes on this shit too. You know, we got to pay 41% tax, you know, for everything that we fucking sell. So
ridiculous.
If I'm selling a gram for $20,
name one other commodity that's taxed like that.
Dude, that's such a big overhead.
Yeah, no shit.
Name one other thing that's got a 40% tax on it.
You know, now the reason the way that I make money personally, you know what I mean, is this is how I make money. Like, I own the grow op, you know what I mean? I own the manufacturing and I own the storefront.
Yeah, it's direct sale.
So the way that I make money is this: instead of me buying from an outside manufacturer or outside grow op, all I'm doing is selling to myself. So at the end of the day, I'm making money hand over fist, no matter what. But for me to actually, if I was to be a person that's buying from the outside, I wouldn't want to have a fucking storefront. Honestly, I wouldn't even own a storefront just based on that clause, because it's not like California where I can, you know, be this private grower and go to a dispensary and sell my bud anymore, because they don't want that shit anymore. You have to be a manufacturing plant to sell to a dispensary now. You know what I mean? And they cut out the grower to dispensary relationship. Before, you can be a grower, go right in there, and the dispensary will say, hey, yeah, we're going to give you X amount of bucks for this pound, you know, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta go to a manufacturing plant, and that manufacturing plant may not have a good reputation.
Yeah, man.
So now that grower is sitting on weed that he can't fucking get rid of because, you know, there's a million fucking people out here trying to do it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have great relationships with anybody because it's, you know, he got tested for pesticides, or he got tested for mold, or they found bugs. Now he has to throw away all of his fucking product and then try to recop it later by overcharging everybody. And that's what the industry is falling back on, is they're trying to recop money that they fucked up on in the beginning. You know, now if they would have just did everything right and the grower threw out, you know, the shit that was bad and not try to sell it to a manufacturing company, trying to make that little bit of money, you know, we'll be all on the same level and not having to fight for a fucking placement or having good product. If you grow good weed, you're gonna grow good weed. I'm not saying that you got to fucking go no-till or organics or this and that, blah, blah, blah. If you grow synthetic or fucking organics, as long as you grow your shit properly, who cares? You know what I mean? As long as there's good product, who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah, at the end of the day, really, that's what it boils down to. If it's done right or if it's not done right.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I pride myself in doing, is growing shit right. All my master growers that I have working for me, if they get caught cutting one corner, they get fired. I don't fucking play around like, oh, let's give you a warning, don't do this shit again. No, you're not working for me no more, because I don't play that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've been growing cannabis since I was 11 years old. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna have some fucking person coming here saying, oh, this is the way that I like to do it. And no, I get that. Show me that your way is better, and yeah, go for it. You know what I mean? Until then, do it my way or the highway. You know, and that's why I pride myself in the genetics that I create, the weed that I grow, and how I pride myself on the oils that people consume in their body. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't want the shit that they don't want either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is what it, and it just sucks because I own a fucking dispensary and I can't even make money off of it the way that I would like to, like how my other dispensaries in California are, you know, or in Washington are. This, you know, in Massachusetts it fucking sucks. Like,
because you're saying it's an in between the farmer and the store.
Yeah, in California you got the farmer in the store.
Why did they do that there? You think?
Why did they what?
Why did they do that there in Massachusetts? Why do you think they did that? Stop
the farmer in the store?
Yeah.
Because they get taxes on every sale that you. Okay.
Why didn't they? No, I got you. But why didn't they do that here then? If they did that there, why isn't it in other states? You know what I mean?
Well, because they can't. In California, they're not making money on the sale from the grower to the store, because the store can say, "Hey, I'm buying it for this price," and that's it. But technically, they're buying it for more. So the way they cut that out, and they're not trying to, they can't really change it in California right now, is for every state that comes on medical use right now, they're going to follow that rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a grow op, you have to have a fucking this, and you have to have that. You know, that's how they make their money in the middle. That way, people like, you know, Dirt or Tricky can go get their growers and then sell it to a manufacturer where they got to pay taxes on it now too. They can't just go straight to a dispensary and say, "Hey, here's my weed."
Yeah,
you know, it's all about money.
Yeah, I know for sure. I hear you. That's crazy, but I wonder why they didn't do that here. Is what I'm saying. Like,
they probably just did. California was probably already set in place before they had the idea. Is my guess.
No, California.
They were probably like, we know how this is. Like, California was probably just ahead as far as they knowing how it was going to go down, maybe.
Well, no, California was first, so they didn't make that law prior when California became medical. Yeah. You know what I mean? So everything after that, they had to figure out, like, oh, we can make money here. Oh, we can make money here. But now
that'll be a law they're about to change, probably. Watch.
No, people aren't going to vote for it. People aren't going to do that because the dispensaries are stepping up, saying, "Hey, we don't want to buy from your manufacturer because your manufacturer is not selling me good product." Your manufacturer's not selling me good anything.
Which is the big problem in Colorado, and you can't really find any good shit in the shop.
And that's one of the big reasons.
Their own shit for their shop, and there's no competition. That's what keeps the shit in the shops in California better, because the shops can pick and choose what they want. They can go, no, I don't want your shit. The next grower is going to bring in some better shit,
and it's going to be for a better price.
Colorado.
So that's what you're saying. Colorado's like that too, Cookie?
Colorado's worse. Because you can't even bring outside genetics into Colorado without growing the genetics in Colorado and creating it in Colorado.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
You know,
Colorado's on lockdown, dude. It's fucked.
Like California and Washington State have like some of the better laws, because Washington State, you can go to a farmer's market, you can go to a grower's market, you know what I mean, and go fucking buy half a pound for $600 all day long.
Yeah,
you know
Washington seems to be doing something a little bit more. The people out there are a lot happier with what's going on. It seems like that you know, you're strengthening that point. Well, why? You know, that's crazy. They just have better laws, I guess, or easier on the people. I don't know, but your shit in Massachusetts sounds terrible.
Terrible, man.
It's terrible everywhere.
Oregon's just
everywhere except California.
Yeah, maybe because people in California were like, "Yo, we've been doing this. When you're not getting that one over on us."
Yeah,
you know.
Eventually, once everything
goes, none of the other states have a chance. They just write it into law that like that right off the get.
Legal, but it's legal.
Yep.
Who cares? Who cares? It's legal. That's the thing we always do. But it's legal. So what? So what?
And people are finding out now that when California hit recreational, when it fucking went legal and recreational. People are like, fuck, we don't want that law anymore, because those underlying fucking laws that they had written underneath that, legal, now it's all fucked up.
Legal what?
There you go.
Yeah. They didn't read it. All they heard was legal. Now it's like, fuck, now I can't even go get what I want to get without doing
bro,
this
it's
shit.
The craziest shit is you just told me that. I didn't realize that. And then Tricky told me that like that in Colorado with the genetics. I'm like, dude, this is worse than I even thought. Now I'm really going to cry myself to sleep.
Case in point, right? Over here in PA, yo, we shot ourselves in the foot. Like big time shot ourselves in the foot. Everybody was like, yeah, we want legal. So they were just signed on the dotted line. Fucking X marks the spot. You know, whatever the fuck you did.
Yeah.
Nobody read what the fuck the laws were. You weren't allowed to fucking sell flour in the dispensaries. What the fuck is that?
What do you mean?
You weren't allowed to sell flour in the fucking dispensaries. What the fuck was that?
What do you sell it then?
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, what is it? It was like tinctures, creams, and like pills
for a dispensary where? That entire state?
Yeah.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot big time, and then they rewrote it this year to include flour.
Okay. Well, at least they changed it. Jeez.
Yeah, the entire first year there was no flour allowed to be sold.
Look, I saved up for 5 years to move Colorado. I lived there for 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was saving up for a life change. I put on that bitch till I was old.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Hey, it's legal. Oh, I'm gonna go buy some weed. Hold on, wait, we don't have flour. What the fuck, bro? That's crazy.
We straight shot ourselves in the foot, dude. Like,
crazy. That's so crazy. Didn't anyone be like, "Hey, bro, it said no flour right down here. Did you read that part?"
They were like, "No, it's legal. Who cares?"
Real that to that degree, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's so insane.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
Holy shit, man. And no genetics in Colorado unless you created them
in the state. Breed them, make them, create them, index them into the system.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
The only genetics that got into Colorado was in the beginning stages. That way when people were like, "Oh, I want this genetic," they hurry up and got their shit in because they had a deadline to have to put this stuff into like a database. And anything outside that database, you can't have. Same thing with Oregon right now. Oregon's going through the same shit. You know what I mean? it's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Oregon seems like the craziest one, right? Oregon seems like, man, they're like, why do we do this? Oregon's so mad. Like the whole shit just seems super fucked up. I don't know. It seems like it. Washington seems okay.
People are gonna go places to try to make a living. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. Is everybody who's in this game and the growing game and the marketing or whatever, the dispensary. It's all about trying to make a living. You know what I mean? And you're gonna do what you have to do to make a living. The one of the reasons why I came to Massachusetts is because California, just think of it, for every city, there's 100 great growers out there. And I'm not saying that I'm a shitty grower, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that there's a lot of competition to get your cannabis into those dispensaries, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm growing, just say, you know, Blue Dream. If I'm growing a Blue Dream, the next person next to me is growing the same Blue Dream. I'm selling mine for say for $1,000 a pound. They're gonna say, "Hey, well, fuck, I want mine into the dispensary that bad. I'll take 500." You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons that made me want to leave it. It's like I can't compete when, say, electric cost is costing me, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 a month for electricity, and I'm getting just say, you know, whatever, however many pounds out of it. I'm not even breaking even with these fucking people that are just trying to get their shit into the store.
Yeah, you're not trying to be in that rat race to the bottom.
I'm not gonna cut myself short for somebody else that's saying, "Hey, well, fuck it, I got the same Blue Dream. Well, I'm gonna go get it for 500 a pound instead of paying 1,000 a pound for what yours is." You know what I mean? And that was one of the reasons why I moved out here, because I'm not trying to knock anybody in on the East Coast, but the weed out here is shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people who grew weed on the East Coast, I have not found one good grower out here yet. Well, I take that back. We got a couple testers that's from Massachusetts that fucking blow it out of the park. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that there's not good growers. You know what I mean? But in the industry, and as far as industry standard, there is no good growers. There's a couple that I know of, but there's those underground growers that are fucking amazing that you can be like, hey, where the hell did you get that from? You know what I mean?
All the industry growers are fresh meat. They're all fresh out of school with their little degrees and their they got a piece of fucking shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So that was one of the reasons why I came out here, to kind of change that industry standard. Like, I'm not looking for people who just came out of a fucking horticulture class to run my garden. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? I want somebody who's been that underground grower. That's been fighting the law for years and shit like that. I want those kind of people. But
so you're saying this piece of paper that I have right here that says I know what the fuck I'm doing is no good to you?
It's telling me that you don't know what the fuck you're doing because you took a horticulture class.
Because then people don't go into it with the right intent either. They're going into it to make money. We've been doing this shit forever because we love doing it. And if you love doing it, it's just going to be better. There's just no getting around it. It's like making food. When you cook your food with love, your shit tastes better. Everybody knows that.
That's the difference between an artisan and a fast food restaurant.
Yep.
You know, I'm like I said, I'm not trying to knock, you know, East Coast growers, because there's some East Coast growers that are underground that just haven't blossomed into my lungs yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to change that. Like, Massachusetts tells me that I can't hire somebody without a fucking degree in horticulture, or I tell them, hey, why get a degree in horticulture when you can go get a degree in something else? Like, you know what I mean? Something else that's actually worth using to grow, because why just grow cannabis when all you need is a horticulture class, when you can go grow corn and work on a big ass fucking farm that's bigger than anything horticulture. You know what I mean?
I would much rather see somebody come out of school with like a botany degree than a horticulture
class, because I can go pay $50 to go take a class and say, yeah, I'm certified. Yay! Let me grow some shitty weed for you.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Look, this paper right here says I can grow shitty weed.
Let me have you spend thousands of dollars on these fucking nutrients that I don't know what I'm doing, just to try to
mix part A with part B and then add a little bit of part C, and you'll have some good cannabis.
You know, And it's crazy, man. So it's like I look for those underground growers, but Massachusetts tells me that I can't have them. You know what I mean? So what I do is I bring them in as something else. You know what I mean? I cut the corner and I bring them in as something else, but you're going to run my garden. You know, that's who I want running my shit. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is, you know? So I try to change the way people think and look out in Massachusetts, at least, you know what I mean? And shit like that, cool. because people out here grow like shit. I'm not saying that I mean, in California, people out there grow like shit too, but there's more better growers in California. There's more better growers in Washington State. There's more better growers in Colorado than there is in Massachusetts.
Right. There should be, you know, they got that time.
You know, and that just like Zoe and Slam are saying, like, hey, check out NV. You know what I mean? Like NV Closet Megro, we met him because of his fucking knowledge. That and he's self-taught.
Dude, he is a treasure trove, man.
You know, like if you can pick that dude's brain and ask the right questions, you will be fucking amazed on what. How many
cups did he win with Beyond Dreams? 3.
We won 4 with Beyond Dreams and 1 with Space Dust.
1 with Space Dust, yeah.
Nice.
But fucking, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, my shit is better than anybody else's. I'll tell everybody, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that. I don't give a fuck. You know,
I hear what you're saying, man. Yeah,
that's just me though, because there's a strain for everybody. That's why they have so many different strains. You know, if everybody was based on one strain, then this plant wouldn't benefit people in the way that it does. Because I can get you fucking blasted on a plant that has 14% THC and have you fucking sitting there like, hey, I'm not even high on something that has 31% THC. You know, because the cannabinoid profiles that's inside that plant reacts differently to your body type.
Right, that's a good point, man. I like that.
You know, and people are always after that high THC, high THC, high THC. Well, I can give you some bullshit, some old school chocolate Thai that's gonna get you blasted way higher than their most top of the line shit on the shelf because your body type rejects those cannabinoid profiles in that plant. You know, and I can go on and on for days about this shit, man, but the industry is fucked, and I'm living it.
Yeah, bro. Well, it sounds
We're
like
all
you're
living it on our own way, in our own ways. You know, I just got away from mine, but now I can't do anything until it's legal here.
Oh man!
Because you know, when I was doing it before Tricky D Labs, I had anonymity. Anonymity. I don't know how the fuck you say that word. Nobody knew who the fuck I was. So
you barely even know who the fuck you were.
I felt secure with having a grow in a red state because I didn't fucking tell anybody. Even my best friends didn't even know I had a grow. So I felt safe doing it. But now with, you know, a couple thousand people know who I am and what state I live in, I'd be fucking terrified to have an illegal grow now.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Zoe's THC is the gas and the terpenes are the steering wheel. Not true. Not true.
This is great, man. I appreciate that. I like, man, all you guys told me some new shit today, man. This is dope. This shit's crazy, man.
That's what I said. We're all in that same fucked up head thing that you got going on, but we just, you know, we talk about it and we get it out of her.
I mean, bro, you know what I mean? You of all people know how depressed I was before I left.
I didn't like it, man. I don't like it when you get like that, man. That's not right.
I was not happy there at all, and you know that.
I be telling Tricky the same shit. Like I wasn't happy when he was fucking going through his little phases.
Yeah, it makes me fucking feel like, damn, bro, come on, bro. He's like, nah. I feel it though, man. I get my moods like that too. I feel you 100%. That shit just happens.
I just had to get out of where I was, dude. It was terrible. Not to say that I don't still have moods and I don't still deal with anxiety and depression, but it's nothing compared to what it was there. It's nothing.
That's good. That's what's up. New spot. You like it?
Oh yeah, man. He's that's why I'm trying to help him so bad to get his fucking grinder, sander, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
So he can not have his. So whenever he has those cases of, you know, depression or anxiety, it's like, dude, go glue some fucking wood together. You
It
know what
helps,
I'm saying?
dude.
Like,
It really helps a lot
Well,
just to have something to put my mind on and to be able to accomplish something and focus on something. It helps a lot.
Yeah, man. It's like your getaway. It's like, some people want to do drugs to get away from some shit that they're thinking about or whatever. Like, you just get in your zone. Like, I get into my music world and just be like, everything feels good at that point,
Yeah, it's the same thing. We're just getting into something that gets our mind off of the bullshit and gets us in a spot where we can do something productive.
Mm-hmm. And then you feel better going back into the bullshit.
Being productive is nice. A lot of people like, I just want to fuck off on the couch all day. I don't want to fuck off on the couch all day.
yeah, shit.
I don't want to do that.
I want to have a fucking a life. You know what I mean? Instead of just sitting on the couch watching TV all fucking day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fuck yeah.
When I get into my little phases, like, I try to I teach people because I talk seminars too, like every fucking weekend. You know what I mean? I have to go to a seminar because I do speeches and shit. I'm not the best. I'm not the best fucking talker. I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not this fucking person that's gonna sit there and try to sugarcoat things and make things fucking positively happy for you. It's like, I try to tell everybody, like, if they want to change something in their city, like what I'm doing right now. I'm living proof. I've been to fucking jail almost like 30 times since I've been to Massachusetts or more. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for what I believe in. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to tell me that I can do something without me sitting there telling them about my side of the story of it. Or standing in front of that fucking, tank and saying, hey, you're not going to cut down my tree. This is what I believe in. This is what I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, the only way that you're going to get heard and get shit to change is to speak up about it. Go talk to your congressman. You know what I mean? Talk to him. Send them fucking letter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them. You know what I mean? Get your thoughts out there where your thoughts are in their minds now. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's the only way shit's going to change, because people run the world, but the people can stand up against everything. And if people just decides to say, hey, we're not going to shop here no more, what is that company going to do? They're going to go belly up, or they're going to change some shit to make it happy, to make you happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're going to probably change some shit. So you just have to, everybody just stick together and go forth with it. You know what I mean? That's why I hate all the hatred that we have in this fucking cannabis community as we do now. Because people are always trying to one up everybody. It's like, if everybody just puts themselves on the same page and say, hey, I'm a grower. Doesn't matter if you're a good or a bad grower. I'm a grower. But to benefit myself, this is what I have to do. You know what I mean? Run your own world, mind your own biz. That's in a way that's true, but nah. If you want to run your own business, you got to put up with the bullshit that's in this world.
Right? Bullshit in this world. Yep, that's it. That's it. In a nutshell.
So,
all right, well, man, I should take off, you guys. I'm gonna get to this mix.
All right, for sure, brother. It was good talking to you, man.
Get that album finished so we can start blasting it.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get it done a couple weeks, so.
Nice.
But I needed to come on here and say what's up, and I appreciate you guys. And man, I learned a couple of things. They're not really good things, but I like learning.
Fuel for the fire.
Yeah, I can just kind of like, man, just it's the same kind of situation. We're all going through it in our own type of way, so it's interesting, and it's kind of sucks, because if we were talking on here like 5 years ago, we'd all been happy in that type of way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So here we go. All right, we'll figure it out. Fuck that. We're not going out.
No, never that.
All right, Dirt. I'll see you guys.
Right on, brother. Man. Soon.
Peace out.
Right.
Thank
Later.
you, sir. Well, shit, I'm probably going to wrap this up soon, too, and get my ass on about a chia. What you eating over there?
These
chocolate.
Nuts.
My chef's chocolate salty balls.
No, I have an addiction to dark chocolate.
Thank you. I'm
That's
sorry,
why
I'm
you
white
like
chocolate.
Liz so much.
I'm white chocolate. What the fuck?
Yeah, you are. You are pretty light skinned.
God damn it.
You're damn near white.
I know, right?
It's okay. He's still creamy on the inside.
Only when it goes over your face.
That's that beard oil I was talking about earlier.
Listen, I said I only run good genetics through it. I never said whose.
Yeah. Well, I give you. You can run them North genetics through there for sure.
Oh man.
Who? These guys?
I don't know who those guys are. Who the hell is those people?
I don't know.
We don't hear about them no more.
Some crazy people.
I know.
What's this, a bullseye?
That fucking shirt's all faded, dude. How many times have you worn that this week?
7.
Oh man.
All right,
Let me another one.
we had a successful live stream, an unsuccessful fundraising stream, but it was a successful live stream.
Nobody wants North Genetics anymore. I feel sad.
I feel sad too. But you know, we had fun. It was a good stream. We got to hang out and catch up and
bullshit. Hey, it's always good having y'all, man. I don't know. I miss kind of live streaming a little bit, but then again, it's like it kind of takes so much of my time.
Yeah, I've had this thought rumbling around in the back of my head to start a new show called the 420 Revival.
Fuck that! Just bring back the 420 Resistance, bitch.
I still get requested for it a lot. I mean, it might happen at some point.
Just bring it back.
It might happen at some point.
Just bring it back. Stop fucking worried about it. Don't answer emails. Just bring it back.
And you guys, I know I've been slacking on being on there because I've been slacking on being on live streams lately. This is one of the first ones I've done in a long time. But, you know, you guys always check out the Embracing Organic shows that took place. Took the slot of the 420 Resistance show, Thursday night slot. I want to be on there a lot. I have intentions to be on there a lot, but then when it actually comes to hitting the button, I go, you know, maybe next week. And I don't hit the button because I get anxious. It's hard on me.
He just can't wait to see his beards.
But I'm going to try to start being on there more.
I would just try to start doing live streaming more. It's pretty cool, but then again, it's like I literally have to make time for it. Yeah, it's kind of sucks too because I got a lot of shit going on. But I promised Tricky that I'll be here to do this for him, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you know, and I can't knock you. YouTube's been a pain in the ass in a lot of ways. Going to Colorado was a pain in the ass in a lot of ways. But I can't regret either one of those things because I've met a lot of really good people through both of those things. And I've had a lot of really good fun times through both of those things, going to cups and hanging out with people and doing the shows and all that kind of shit. So, you know, while they were both bad in some ways, you know, I wouldn't know any of you guys without them either.
Yeah, man, you got to take the good with the bad. That's for sure.
And just, you know, let the good just shine through and let the bad just kind of fade away.
Shine. Like that's like your skin.
What up, Grokoski?
Stabby said he just wants somebody else to talk shit to. Or who can talk shit.
No, he just wants somebody else that'll talk shit to me.
I talk shit to everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I don't have a Tanasi dab bell, but here's a lid to a mason jar.
I got a drum. To do my own dab time. Here we go. My sticker drum that I've had forever. Dab time.
Sticker bongo.
That hurt the shit out of my ears.
Rocking headphones right now.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit. I feel sorry for you. I'll rip up a dab real quick.
Who's Grokashi? I never heard of that person.
Grokoski?
No, Grokoski. Not
Who the fuck is
Grokashi.
that?
He's been around for a long time. He's a long time follower. Long time. Long-time part of the crew.
Listen, he's a mass grower. Like I said, I am not saying that there's not good growers in Massachusetts. The good growers haven't made it to my lungs yet.
I've made it to your mouth though.
That's every night. Jeez, stop telling people.
Sorry, can't help it. It just slipped out.
Dirt man home wrecker, Dan.
More like
Rakasha, there you are. Okay. Yeah, your shit hasn't made it to my lungs, so I can't say if you're a good grower or not. Sorry.
we could fix that, you know.
I'm not talking shit, like I said. Just haven't made it to my lungs yet.
All right, well, we've been running for over 2.5 hours, so that's a pretty good. That's definitely the longest live stream I've done since the last Resistance, no doubt.
Yeah,
we're gonna do this shit until you can get that sander.
So you're blue in a goddamn face. So, how about Dirt rips this dab and then we call it quits?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip this bong one last time. Dirt rip that dab, and then we're gonna get on up out of here.
Don't worry, Blizz. It's big enough for the both of us.
Tara, I'm not going to make any promises, but I have the intent on being on there with you. But I will try to join you. Yes. Thank you, Zooey and Slammer. You guys are always around for me. If there's nobody else around, Zooey and Slammer.
Those two are a fucking great support now, are they not?
They are.
Who? Which one? I wasn't going to. Yeah, Zoe and Slammer are great. We had our ups and downs, but I made it happy for them, I hope. I love them.
Yeah, but send me the information on Hangouts, Tara. Send me all the information.
Zoe and Slammer, you guys got to come out to the DGC Cup this year. Tickets are only $50 a piece. Come on. You know you want to do it.
No, I'm not a masshole. I just spit for real.
Masshole.
Yeah, they call them massholes out here.
That's funny.
When I first went down to the RMV, our DMV, and other locations, they were like, "Yeah, welcome to Mass. You're a masshole now." I was like, "No, your mom is." Yeah, I'm always going to be from Cali. I may live here, but I'm from California. Yeah,
your mom's a masshole.
I know, right?
All right, Blizz. Thank you, much love, brother. I always appreciate you, Dirt Man. Thank you for hanging out. Chat, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna get out of here. Got to get a couple things done. Get a shower. Get ready for bed. So appreciate everybody. Much love to all you guys, and I'll try to be around more for more live streams. If not here, try to catch me I'll try to be on Embracing Organics. I can't promise full shows because the anxiety, man, it's terrible. I think it's harder for me to deal with because I didn't start having it till I was in my 30s.
Just beat one off before you get on the show.
Like a fucking ton of bricks.
Ooh, I like that.
Just beat one off before you get on the show.
Yeah, that might help a little bit.
He's already thinking about it. He's like,
you're gonna have to send me that picture again, though.
No problem. We'll do.
All right. All right, everybody. Good night. We'll see you next time. Much love. Tricky D, J Blizz, Dirtman Dan. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.
So